Ma'am,
No,
parehas
sir.
po kayo, kasi kayo ng adjective ni ano.
I am the
Lori
first
Vic
one.
is also loving.
No, sir. Ma'am Lori Vic is loyal. Ma'am Lori Vic is loyal, sir.
Okay,
I am the first one to choose loving.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Sige, okay, thanks. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Loyal, sir. Loyal Lori Vic. Ma'am Loyal Lori Vic. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hi,
Welcome,
Mr.
sir.
Rita. Okay. Ma'am, Mr. Rita, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ma'am, Mr.
Good
Rita.
morning, sir.
Ma'am, same thing, ma'am. May I ask? Yes, your adjective, please, ma'am, so I can
I'm
note.
empathetic estrelita, sir.
Pathetic. Okay. Thank you,
You're welcome,
ma'am.
sir.
Okay. You just wait for the rest.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so it's 9 o'clock and I think we need to start already. We'll just wait for the rest and so with Sir Jess.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so may I ask each one of you to be present now and have your videos activated.
Good morning, sir. Leia Doniego, present.
Okay.
Morning,
Good morning,
sir.
Leah. Morning, Maricar.
Good morning, sir.
Ma'am Lori Vic.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. So there are only 4 of you. 5 rather.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Sir Jess, pwede na ba akong mag-start? Kahit wala pa yung iba? Okay. Okay. Ma'am Emily and Ma'am Estrelita, kindly activate now your videos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. A grace-filled greetings, everyone. Welcome to our second chat session. I hope you had very productive weekdays, but still had taken time to read our topic of discussion today. And how is everyone today? Are you okay?
Fine,
Yes,
Great,
sir.
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 Fine, sir.
Okay. So we'll just while waiting for those who will still be logging in. uh, I'd like to congratulate the 12 learners who had complied, accomplishing answering the pre-module competency checklist. There are still 4 learners more who have not complied though, no? And if you're one of them, please find time to accomplish it soonest. Also, I'd like to congratulate the 5 learners who had posted their responses in the discussion forum. Radiant Rosalina, all right. Loving Leah, Malleable Maricar, Empathetic Estrelita, and Enthusiastic Emily. Okay, so if you're one of these 5 learners who had posted your responses in the discussion forum, you congratulate yourself. All right, so that would
Thank
be
you, sir.
your first
Congratulations to
Thanks,
me.
sir.
Thank you,
okay
sir.
Sir, may unmute
accomplishment, no,
akin,
for
sir.
having uh, that is as of 8:41 this morning. So before I log in, okay, I check, no, how many actually answered the question I raised in the discussion forum. So far, only those 5 had had answered. No? So please find time
Sir,
to
I have also, sir.
uh,
Sir, I
yes.
submitted already, sir. I submitted already, sir.
Okay.
Already.
Okay. So I will check that afterwards. Okay. So well, those names that I have what you call now, I have mentioned. Okay. Were the flexible learners, no, that had posted, no, their responses in the discussion forum, and that is as of 8:41 this morning, because I really took time to be early today so that I will find time to check, no, your your responses, no, in the discussion forum. Okay, so good morning, Sherwin.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome on board. So I
Thank you,
wish
sir.
we
Sorry,
will have a
sorry.
more productive learning chat session today. And I hope everyone took time to read and understand the topics that we shall cover today. Okay. Today, our sequence of topics for the chat discussion is as follows. Okay, so please, what you call now, listen. This would be our sequence of topics. Perhaps while ano now, while I'm still the one talking, kindly mute your phones first, no? Okay, you just have to unmute it when I would ask you to respond because uh, we hear from the background mga manok, no? Okay, so please mute it first, okay, so that we will not be distracted. Okay, so once again, our sequence of topics for chat discussion, okay, our live chat discussion, okay, would be as follows, no? The first topic would be learning to live together in the 21st century. And we shall also have learning to live together, life and career skill. And we have a first skill would be social and cross-cultural skills, learning to live together, life career skill. And skill number 2 would be on flexibility and adaptability. And under this would be learning to do as a 21st century teacher and learning to do, no, life and career skill. Okay. We shall also have uh, what we call now 3 learning to do life career skill. The first one is initiative and self-direction. The second one is on productivity and accountability. And the third one is on leadership and responsibility. You know, my dear learners, I am happy that now we have this live session because we don't need to be writing our responses. No? Okay, all we need to do now is to participate. And please take note Mr. De La Cruz is actually recording our chat sessions. Okay, and so the ano now your it will not anymore be counted, but I can actually see now how well you participate in our class, no? Okay, our online class.
Nakamute.
And please listen to this. Okay. Okay. So once again, please mute your. Okay. So paki-mute na lang muna, no? Okay. So please listen to this, no? Because we shall have a variation for our second chat session, and so to optimize our exchange of thoughts, no, our exchange of ideas. Okay, we I think need to be very attentive, no, so that we will be in sync, no, with the topic being discussed in class. So listen, my dear learners. For our second chat session, we will adapt some modification in our process of exchange of learning. I will now have to live out my role as facilitator. I shall now empower each one of you to be subject matter champions who will take on the leadership role to keep the fire of learning passion burning from today onwards to our last chat session for this class. I will now be just a guide on the side, and you will take on the center stage to lead the discussion to enable you to meet the required 50 chat responses to be considered present in our virtual class. Okay, so even if okay, you will not be typing no your responses, no, I think we will be able now to record, no, because Sir, I don't know if there will be a transcript of our discussion for this morning or for today. Okay.
Agaw.
So, were you able to what we call now to listen to what I have said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ma'am
Yes,
Emily.
sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes, sir.
I mentioned that now I will just be a facilitator, a guide on the side, and some of you will be assigned roles, no, to what we call now to facilitate on. No? Okay. I will now assign the subject matter champions for today. Okay. So please take note, no, of your assignment. So as facilitator, you will be taking on the center stage, and you will be asked now to lead the discussion. No? So I will just be around, and if my input would be needed, then I will just come in. All right. So you know too well, my dear teachers, as we have said in our chat session, that we have to live out our role as facilitators. And input, no, may not necessarily come from your flexible learning tutor. Okay, and we are all teachers, and you know too well that each one can contribute well in the live discussion of our class. Okay, so those who will not be given topic to lead the discussion will have their turn in the future chat sessions. And is this fine with you all regarding those who will not be given topics? You will still have your topics being given to you, okay, in the next chat sessions. Ma'am Rosalina, okay.
Yes, sir.
Nawa- Nawala na si Ma'am Rosalina. She was here a while ago.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ma'am Rosalina, are you around?
Yes, sir. I'm here,
Yeah,
sir.
Ma'am Rosalina is around. Okay. Ma'am Regent Rosalina will be the discussion champion on learning to live together. Life and career skill number one, social and cross-cultural skills. Okay. Have you noted that, Ma'am Regent Rosalina?
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
So yours will be learning to live together, life and career skill number one, social and cross-cultural skills. Okay. Second, Sir Sociable Sherwin, your topic will be learning to live together, life and career skill number two, flexibility and adaptability. Sir Sociable Sherwin,
Flexible.
have you noted that,
Yes,
sir?
sir.
Okay. So yours will be okay, learning to live together, life and career skill number two, flexibility and adaptability. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, malleable Maricar. Ma'am Malleable Maricar.
Yes,
Hello, Ma'am
sir.
Maricar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yours will be learning to do, life and career skill number one, initiative and self-direction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yours, Ma'am Malleable Maricar will be learning to do, life and career skill number one, initiative and self-direction.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
And is Ma'am Emily around? Yeah, Ma'am Emily. Ma'am, you have disabled your video. Okay, Ma'am Emily, I know you are still listening to me. Ma'am Emily, hello, Ma'am. Okay, hello, Ma'am Emily. Okay, you will be the topic champion for learning to do life and career skill number two. Okay, productivity and accountability.
Okay. Learning to like, sir.
Okay, so once again,
What else, sir?
your topic. Okay,
Learning
uh, once again, Ma'am Emily, your topic will
sir.
be, so you will be the topic champion for learning to do life and career skill number two, productivity and
Learning,
accountability.
learning to do. Sir,
Okay,
I cannot get.
so once again, I'd
Nawawala
like
po
to
yan, sir.
reiterate, once again, I'd like, okay, kindly mute your, because we can hear somebody talking at the back, competing with me. Paki-unmute na lang, paki-mute na lang first.
Learning to do.
Share. I hear somebody talking, somebody delivering a lecture out at the back, no? Okay. Surges. Surges, may maingay sa, ano, sa background. Okay, so we need to follow that protocol so that we will not be distracted. Okay, so once again for the last time for today, and I just hope that you will remember that for the rest of our chat session. Okay, you just have to unmute yourself when uh, you would like to talk, no, and you would like to share something. Okay, so once again, I'd like to reiterate the topic champions for today. Okay, we have Regent Rosalina. Okay, you will be discussing learning to live together, life and career skill number one, social and cross-cultural skills. And Sir Sociable Sherwin will be discussing learning to live together, life and career skill number two, flexibility and adaptability. And Ma'am Malleable Maricar, okay, you will be the topic champion on learning to do, life and career skill number one, initiative and self-direction. And Ma'am Enthusiastic Emily, Okay, yours will be learning to do, life and career skill number two, productivity and accountability. Okay, so I'd like to repeat what I have said a while ago. This particular change of what we call now our class discussion, okay, we have to shift now because I'd like to leave out really what we have said during our chat session, that as tutors, no, okay, we are only facilitators of learning. And since I expected each one of you to have read, no, your topic for this for this day or for this morning, okay, I would be expecting much from your input. So as a facilitator, you know too well, as a topic champion, no, okay, your role now simply is now to make sure that discussion would be continuous, no. So there should be no silence. Okay, and if you want now to say something, you can just unmute yourself and seek permission from somebody who will be the topic champion, okay, to allow you to talk. Okay, so that's the protocol that we shall be following. And so at this point in time, are we all set to start and get the discussion rolling? May I get a thumbs up from each one of you?
Yes.
A thumbs up sign from each one of you? Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. And also, we will make it a what they call now a protocol to please do not deactivate your what they call now deactivate your videos, no. So the only way that we could really see, we need to what they call now to see you around so that we can actually see that you are listening to us. Okay, so now I turn the floor to the first topic champion, Ma'am Regent Rosalina. All right, so now your turn, ma'am. Okay, so you now take the center stage. Okay, keeping our discussion on the first topic.
Okay na, sir?
Yes, we can start.
Okay, so good morning, sir. Good morning, mga madam. So my topic today is all about learning to live together, life and career skill, social and cross-cultural. Clear po ba? Clear? Naririnig mo ba ako?
Ma'am, Ma'am Rosalina, Ma'am
Yes.
Rosalina, hello, hello, ma'am.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
we can hear you, Ma'am Rosalina. Ma'am Rosalina, this is not your topic, no? So you're not going to actually discuss, no? You will only be the topic facilitator. That means to say you will be the one now to keep the discussion ongoing, no? So we will not be discussing entirely and we will be listening to you. No. Okay? As you all know, ikaw yung magfa-facilitate lang, no? Okay. So since the topic now will have to do something with safe and conducive venue for learning, you can just say something and let others now discuss all about it. No. Okay. Now once again, I give you the floor, Ma'am Rosalina, Ma'am Regent Rosalina. Okay. So you may want
Okay.
just to orient what the topic is so that we know what to discuss. Okay, Ma'am. Okay.
Okay,
Now
sir.
you have all the screen and all the floor, Ma'am, to be on the center stage.
Okay, so learning to live together, life and career skills. So trying to live in peace and harmony with other people is just one of the many challenges of living in the 21st century. So as a teacher, how are we going to integrate this what we call social and cultural skills and our profession?
Okay. So anyone?
Anyone, sir?
You might want to reiterate, ma'am, so that they might not have heard it.
Sir, can I
As
talk?
a teacher,
Ma'am Rosalie,
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
Yes,
start
ma'am.
siguro addressing each other
ma'am, as
already
a
with the
teacher,
adjectives
I have
that
to, yes, sir.
yes, ma'am, Mary Jane.
Yes, sir. Developing social skills among our pupils is very important, sir. That is why As a teacher, I have to start from myself, uh, motivating them how to mingle with other pupils, how to talk properly with them, and how to respect one another, sir. So that everyone
Okay, that's right.
can
That's very
understand the plight of everyone. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So developing these skills is very important and should, as a teacher, should start within us. Isn't it, sir?
yes, that's right. No, because we should be models of the virtues. Okay, that
uh, giving them activities that would develop their social skills, like exposing them into
okay.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh, nawala na si ma'am.
But Sir Sherwin, Sir Social Sherwin,
Yes, ma'am.
Social Sherwin.
Sociable. Yes, yes, ma'am. Uh,
Sociable.
under
Okay.
your yes, sir. When uh, when talking in front of our students, we should also be sensitive and tactful because we deal with different students
Ah,
with different culture. So
Yes, that's right, sir.
we also have to consider these things so that we'll be able to connect to them efficiently. And if we want to say something, since we are dealing with different people with different cultures, there are maybe some of their beliefs might be insulting to them if we don't mind what we are saying in front of them. So
Yes,
bottom line is we should be sensitive and tactful in everything we say in front of students if we want to connect to them. That's all, sir. Thank you.
thank you,
okay,
Sir
that's right, sir.
Sherwin.
Sociable, Sir Win. No, I agree. I agree with you. No, because the students should be given really the right to express themselves. Okay, so the students should be given the right to express themselves, and whatever ano now expressions that they would have, they have to be respected, no, for
Yes, sir.
whatever opinions they have, no, because we have to think, we should not be thinking, okay, what they call now, the way we think, no, because the way they think would be different from us, no, they may be expressing their opinions from the standpoint of their culture, of their own belief, no, and so whatever opinions they would have, it should be respected. And also,
Ye-
as I have said, we should take them for who and what they are. Okay? So
yes,
sometimes we are also tempted to be giving names to them, no? So like ang worst would be when they are not able now to say something, then bobo. Okay? So and sometimes we don't know that that word alone, that word that you might have said bobo to your student might already be imprinting into their memories for a lifetime. Okay?
yes,
So
sir.
and that now would actually trigger a low self-esteem, no, for
Yes.
the students.
Sir, may I
Okay, so
also
that's my
share
contribution,
my
Ma'am Rosalina.
Yes,
Ma'am
sir.
Rosalina,
Sims.
may I also share my thoughts regarding the first
Sir,
topic?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Come in, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So I agree with
Ma'am Motherly Miley.
Sir. Yes, I am Motherly Mylene. I agree with you, sir, because education is inclusive. Education is for all. So we need to cater to all types of students that we have. That's why when we discuss issues or topics, we always consider their
Miss yung
culture.
ibang
So that's all, sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I agree with sir and ma'am.
cultural diversity
We
is
have
very
to
important to
think
consider, ma'am.
firstly, yes, the diversity of learners, the individual differences,
Like
since it
it
is
also
social and
my
cross-cultural skills.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
May I come
Yes.
in?
Any
May I
other
share
response?
also my opinion, Ma'am Rosalina?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am Rosalina,
Come in, ma'am.
may I share also my opinion?
Yes, Ma'am
Yes,
Loyal
ma'am.
Lorivic. Ma'am Loyal Lorivic. Okay?
We are facing diverse learners, especially nowadays. They came from different family. As a teacher, we must learn how to adjust and accept, uh, how and adjust in whatever or whoever they are. So we must learn how to deal and ready to accept with them. So thank you, Ma'am Rosalina.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing also. Any other responses among the learners?
Yes, ma'am, may I come in?
Well,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this case, okay, sige, 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 okay na. Ma'am Maricar?
Ma'am,
Ma'am Share.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
As a teacher, we also need to understand the needs of our pupils to develop their needs also. Thank you.
Okay. Now, since we were discussing a while ago cultural diversity of our learners, okay, one of the things, therefore, that we need to have as teachers would be knowledge about the different
Yes,
cultures.
sir, I
Okay,
agree.
because
Yes,
it's
sir.
not well, if you have a student, if you have a student who is what you call now, who belong to the cultural minority, then I think you will be compelled. No, I'm using the very strong word compelled to know, no, their culture, so that you will not also be violating, or you will not be desecrating, whatever values that they treasure as a people. Okay, so that's it. No, you need to be culturally knowledgeable, no, about the what you call now, your students, no, so you should be able now to know them, so that you will be properly be able to what you call now, deal with your students correctly. Okay, so that's now with regards to what you call now, respecting, accepting, and celebrating cultural diversity among your learners.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am, for sharing.
so are there
Any other
other still
response?
inputs?
Okay, so no more, sir. No more, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay, so
ma'am, can
Well,
yes, ma'am.
I agree very
Go on.
much to what Sir just have said, because that's also to avoid discrimination among our pupils or our learners, and they would feel that they belong to our group.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
okay. Yeah, so that's it, no? Okay, so if your learners would, I just don't know, no? I'm just giving you this as a food for thought, or your, if you want to react, no? What if your student would come to your class not wearing, well, like, let us say, not wearing the uniform, but opts now to wear the ethnic, what you call now, clothing, no? That they have. How will you deal with that? Kunyari, papasok na nakabahag, no? Mga ganun, no? Because they might be what you call now, proud, no, of their cultural heritage. If I'm not mistaken, in the University of the Philippines, no, okay, I have seen mga graduation ceremonies where some of the graduates, okay, are in their what you call now, in their uh, uh, they wear their cultural, ano now, their cultural clothing, no? Okay. Have you also noted that during the graduation, no? Yung iba nakabahag, merong ano, okay.
The UP
Not
ceremony.
necessarily naman yung mga ladies, they are ano now, their cultural dresses, no? Okay. So how will you deal with that? Just giving you something to ano now uh to reflect. Okay. Will that be fine with you, my dear listeners? And Miss again, seeing your opinion. Oops. Okay. Kindly mute once again. Mute, mute, please. Mute. The dogs are again barking
As
in
an
our room.
example in our class.
Maylin pala nanggagaling yung maingay. Okay. So ulitin lang natin. Let's be aware of these, no? Okay. Well, as I have said last time, now I might want I might want to reiterate, no, what I said last time. If it's possible for you to occupy a room where you are the only one staying on it, so that you will not we will not
Yes,
have
sir.
noise too well, no? That we are distracted with noise, no, and our momentum for learning might be what you call now compromised, no? Okay. Well, as I have said, no, what if your student would no, no, would not wear their uniform, okay, and would opt to attend your class, no, donning the cultural what you call now clothing that they have, no, simply because they might be putting emphasis on being proud of their cultural heritage. Okay, how will you deal with that? Let me just hear your ano now, your side on here.
Since, sir,
So we
since
Anyone?
it
can
is
insert
their
that in
belief.
our lesson. We can insert that in our lesson, sir, as an example.
Who's who's the one talking now?
Loving Leia, sir.
Mama, loving Leia. Okay,
Yes,
loving
sir. We
Leia.
can insert
Okay,
there a pair in our lesson as an example.
Since,
We can insert that in
no,
our lesson,
you
sir.
no. You did not get my point. No, I said, what
okay,
if one day your student will attend your class not wearing the uniform and would instead opt to wear the cultural dressings that they have, no? Okay. What
Sir, may
would be
I
your
share?
how will you deal with that?
sir,
Sir, may
in
I?
May I
Yes.
share, sir? May I?
Yes,
May I?
Selena. Uh, uh, Maricar?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Probably, sir, I will just explain to my learners, the
Sige.
other
Okay.
learners, that she is just wearing the cultural dress because he is very proud of the culture and rich culture that she belongs.
sir, may
I
I
will
also
explain
Okay.
to the
share?
So,
other children.
well, so that's how you will deal with that situation, Ma'am Maricar.
May I
Okay.
also
Now the
Yes,
share?
sir,
rest.
because we are no longer requiring children anyway to wear their uniforms. It's not already
Yes.
mandatory in the public school to come to school with their uniform, sir.
sir, may I, sir?
Sir, may I
Okay.
also
Okay.
share?
Yes, Ma'am Maricar. Uh, yes, Rosalina.
Sir, since,
Mylene, please,
Sir,
since
I'm Mylene, sir. I'm
for a
Motherly
while,
Mylene.
no, let's listen one at a time first.
sige
Okay,
po.
Motherly Mylene. Yes, your turn.
Sir, I experienced teaching in a remote area where my students are Bugkalot and others are from different tribes. And still, the DepEd is requiring them to use uniform, although we have this no uniform policy. But still, in the policies, one of the policies of the school is that students should still wear their uniforms. Anyway, sir, during fiesta, barangay fiesta, these students showcase their what do we call this? Their ethnic attires or the attire which represent their tribe. So it's in a teacher who will explain the students that we have what we call the social context, di ba sir? Or yeah, social context na they can still wear and they can still proudly wear their ethnic attire during during barangay fiesta, not during or even during buwan ng wika or araw ng katutubo because we celebrate that in our school. So we just it's up to us on how we will explain them, on how we explain our students the the use or the wearing of school uniform since it's part of our school's policy. That's all, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Ah,
may
okay.
I have?
Yes, Ma'am Rosalina, you're raising.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am
Since
Rosalina.
it is their, yes, sir. Since it is their belief, sir, we have respect and inform our students that it is their origin. Here in our place, sir, we have also students who came from Dumagat, sir. Dumagat or the Agta. When it comes to
Okay.
their complexion, sir, they are really black compared to us. But they are look handsome and
Ay,
beautiful,
pass.
sir, because of their curly hair.
Mm-mm.
Sir, narinig niyo ako?
Mm.
Ay, tas, sir.
Low. Low po.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Narinig ka po namin.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Narinig ka po namin, Ma'am Rosalina.
Since our Dumagat tribe here
Okay.
in Dinapigi, sir, actually, they are not already wearing bahag type, sir. They are already modernized. They are already wearing complete uniform, sir. But if there is a social
Okay.
interaction, they also wearing bahag. But from the elders only, sir. But for the students, sir, they are not already wearing those bahag. Na modernized na kasi sila, sir. Parang they are already
Okay.
influenced by us. But for us, sir, as a teacher, there is what we call racial discrimination. And we also teach our students, or tell our students that we need not to bully those the dumagat because even though they are dumagat, sir, they also need quality education in order to reach their
Okay. So thank
ambition
you.
in life.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir. That's all,
thank
sir.
you, ma'am. No, I think I need to tell before that. No, before this. No, I need to tell you something. Let's guro. Let's keep our ano now our responses short to give others also the chance to talk. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
siguro yung mga salient points we need not extend. If it's already understood, then it would be it. No. Okay. Sir Sherwin, sociable Sherwin. I think you're raising your hand. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, if somebody will attend my class wearing that bahag uniform or bahag clothing, I will not mind him,
Not
sir,
Attire.
necessarily bahagman.
because yes, sir, I will not mind him unless somebody from my class will make fun of him. Then I will just have to explain. And as Ma'am Marika
Okay.
have mentioned, in DepEd, they don't require the students or the pupils to wear their uniform anymore because according to our president, we go to school to study. So since in school, sir, kasi there are many cases of dengue. Sometimes we require our students to wear their most comfortable clothing. Basta it
Pants.
should be long and should cover their entire body to prevent them from being bitten by mosquitoes. So I believe wearing the ethnic clothing is not an issue unless maybe if some of his or her classmates would make fun of him. That's all, sir. I will just have to explain
Okay. That's
that we
okay.
should
That's very
respect what he's wearing.
okay. That's okay. So that's what you call now a very good response, Sir Sherwin. No. Okay. So you won't mind because after all, as we have said, we have to respect the ano now the what you call now who our learners are for what they are. No? Okay. Their cultural background. So now it's only now that I knew that wearing of uniform is not anymore mandatory in a public school, and that I'm happy about that. No, so long as they would dress and come to class now appropriately, naman, no, neat, no, prim and neat, no. That I think is the only thing that we would ask them, no, to come to class. Uh, Dressed appropriately, no, and also to be neat looking, no, when they enter your classes. Okay, so that's a good response to that. You just have to explain, no, to class, no. Okay, so in case now your school would require students to like for example, if you're connected to a private school, I think it's a requirement, no, in a now in the private school to the for the students to come to class, okay, to come to school in their proper uniform. Okay? But in cases lang naman, in rare cases na they will opt now, just have to tell them it might be a special occasion for them. It might be the learner's birthday, okay? And so just wanting to be proud of her or his cultural background. Okay? So where he or she's are also coming from. So siguro, it's just a matter really of orienting our students that uh, what you call now that we need to respect each other's cultural ano now background. Okay. So is there anything else that you'd like to discuss regarding cultural like differences? No. So we should guard ourselves from certain prejudices, no, like racism, okay, sexism, heterodoxism, classism, okay, and other forms of what you call now of bias, okay. And I think you need I have you heard have you read those part now in our lesson, no, okay, the things that you need to what you call now need to be oriented or knowledgeable of different types of prejudices, and we should guard ourselves, no, from committing, no, these prejudices uh, to our learners. Okay. So now, unless we can always go back to these, no, okay, you we can move on to the next, no. I think it's Sherwin's role this time. Ma'am Rosalina, thank you. No, uh, Ma'am Regent Rosalina. No? Thank you for facilitating. And I think I really wanted now to, as I have said, to empower each one of you. No, so you will be the lead role this time. No, you are the teacher. No, the facilitator, the topic champion, as I have said. The word that I said is topic champion. So that means say you will keep the conversation, discussion alive. No, okay, and engaging. Sir Sherwin, now your turn.
I, yes, sir.
So that we'll be able
Good
to
morning.
cover the topics.
Good morning. I will be
Good.
facilitating
Good
the
morning.
learning to live together life and career skill number two, flexibility and adaptability. So this is one of the significant responsibility a teacher should have, flexibility and adaptability. So if you were to apply this as a teacher, what do you think should be a perfect example for this life and career skill number two? So anyone from the group who would like to share their experience regarding flexibility and adaptability as a teacher? Anyone?
Sir, may I?
Hello? Yes,
Hello.
Ma'am Mylene. Yes, Ma'am Mylene.
May
Go ahead.
I share my experience, sir, when I was transferred last 2016 in a remote area? Like what I've said a while ago, most of my pupils are Bugkalot. They are Bugkalot.
Yes, ma'am.
Many are, some are Igorot, others are Ifugao. So, totally, I was surprised, and not only surprised, sir, but I was also shocked by the different culture because I'm an Ilocano. I In our travel alone, we ride in a top load. So that's one instance where I showed my flexibility and adaptability, of course. So weekly we have that kind of experience, sir, traveling, riding over on the top of a jeepney. Then in our classroom, so cultural diversity is very evident. Most of my students are chewing mama and they just spit ano doon yung on the floor or anywhere. And when it
Yes.
comes to food, sir, sa food pa lang, we have there what we call alingo in Tagalog, alingo or the wild boar.
Big
Then
fight.
yung usa,
Yes.
yes, wild deer. So
Mm.
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
tasted all of those, yung mga iba't ibang klase ng pagkain nila. And I think I got no problem regarding the adaptability and flexibility, sir, because as a teacher, we have to embrace every change that comes our way, so that we can also teach our students on how to become flexible also and adaptive on whatever change that education would give them. Because if we're not flexible, sir, how can we teach this life career to our students? That's why in every topic that we give them, we often relate or give them real life situations so that when they go out from the school, they can easily apply the skill that teachers teach them. That's why in our daily learning log we always include, diba, finding practical application, teaching them on how to be adaptive. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
Thank you.
sir,
Thank you.
Sir
Sir,
Sherry,
yeah, yes, ma'am. Ma'am Maricar, I would just like to add something from what Ma'am Mylene have said.
I think
Change
being
about
flex,
change.
I
Ma'am,
think being
yes, ma'am.
flexible inside our classroom is very important. More so, if we prepared lesson, sometimes we presume that these learners already know, but during the learning process, we fail. So we have to adapt and adjust to another strategy so that it would suit to the learners. For example, sir, the best example I have is I came from St. Paul before I landed up in public.
Yes,
Um, During my first weeks, I was crying kasi I did not expect that
Mm.
I was expecting much from children from public school, but maybe because of the environment and the number of class size in the public school, that might be the reason why it's easier to teach in the private school. But I have to adapt and be flexible in order to adjust to the needs of my learners. Thank you.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm.
For a while lang po, uh, I just want to add to what Ma'am Mylene and what Ma'am Maricar have mentioned. First, let me go back to Ma'am Mylene about what she said about change. Change is that's something that we cannot avoid. So change is good for
Avoid.
as long as it's for the better and in a positive way. And ma'am, what you have mentioned a while ago is eating. You tried eating what they are offering or what they offered. So that act alone is a manifestation of your adaptability because you have eaten what they have offered. And for Ma'am Maricar, expectations in public school since you came from a private school, very high talaga. Your expectations is very high since you came from a private school, and there are a lot of, if I may say boldly, sir, there are a lot of do's and don'ts in a private school because you also have to follow their
Yes.
rules. In a public school kasi, they uh, they don't they are very how do you say that? They are very uh, I forgot the term for that. They are not that's I'm not saying this I'm not generalizing all. They are not that strict kasi they are giving you like room to adjust and since you're able to adapt now, it's a very good manifestation that you are able to adapt and you're able to change in line with the practices of where you are right now. So, are there any more experiences you'd like to share for flexibility and adaptability?
Sir, sir,
Sir,
may
may
I
I
come
share?
in?
Yes, yes, Ma'am Estrelita.
Empathetic Estrelita
Loving.
is here. We must understand the individual
Okay.
differences of our pupils. And so by doing,
Yes, Ma'am.
we must be flexible and know the right or suited instruction for them, sir.
Yes, Ma'am.
Sir,
So, individual, we have
Sir,
to
may I?
think of the yes, Ma'am. For a while lang. Individual differences so that we could adapt. That's very good, Ma'am Estrelita. Sino pa, Ma'am?
sir,
Sir,
Yes, Ma'am.
May I?
Any more?
sir,
Yes, Ma'am Leia. Yes, go ahead, Ma'am Leia.
So,
Ma'am
so
Leia,
wherever we
your
are, sir, yes, sir, wherever we are, sir,
yes,
in
ma'am.
other
Go ahead.
places, we should be flexible enough to accept and adopt the culture of the tribe or a place where we in.
Yes, ma'am. That's very good, ma'am. That's a
Yes, sir.
very good.
Thank you, sir.
sir,
May I,
Okay.
sir?
Who else would like?
And
Yep.
sir,
sir,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
sir,
Cherry.
before that, no,
Yes,
may, may we request Ma'am Vivian Mother to participate? I think she is with us now. Vivian, you're we don't see your video. Okay, and I know you are listening to us. Please participate in our class discussion. Okay, now give it back to you, Sherwin.
sir, may I?
sige,
I
Yes,
sige
think
po.
sir.
Cheryl has something to say. Ma'am Kiring
Yes po.
Cheryl.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Ma'am
Yes.
Kiring
May I
Cheryl.
speak na po? Okay po.
Yes.
As a
Yes, ma'am. Go
Yes,
teacher,
ahead.
sir.
okay na po? Okay. As a teacher, we must be open to changes. Uh, there are some teachers who are stereotypes, ay ano pa lang sila eh. Especially, I'm sorry to say, especially those maybe retirable or retirees, especially now that we are in the 21st century, the education is different from what they had before. So, as a teacher, we must
Yes,
open to changes, like in the way we teach. Okay, so that's what we call also flexibility and adaptability for the betterment of the quality of education that we have to
yes,
give
sir.
to our learners. Yes, po, sir.
Okay, sir.
That's very good, ma'am. Uh, if I may add, ma'am,
Yes po.
what you're referring to yung mga retirables
Oo, ayaw nila
from
ng ano na.
our group in Cagayan High, we call them old school.
Oo,
Old school. Because we cannot deny the fact that there are some teachers who are not open for change, especially now, the new normal. They cannot adjust to the trend today because of the use of technology. And sometimes in uh, in my experience as a teacher in Cagayan National High School, because there are marami tun eh. There are so many who are old school. they always follow yung dating trend, like you have to follow him because he is the senior, and it's always the senior who gave the ideas, not the younger generations, because they believe that these seniors have much more experience. They are not open. So that's a very good point there, ma'am. Sometimes we really need to listen to the younger generations because of the trend. They also have a lot of ideas. So maybe if we're open minded and learn to try to adapt what they are saying, or maybe try to do what they are suggesting, then maybe we can be better if we have tried. Because there's nothing wrong if we try it. Then if it will not work, then we go back to what the seniors are saying. So that's all. So are there anyone who would like to comment on what I said?
Okay, sir,
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 sir.
sir Sherwin.
Yes, sir. Yes,
May
sir.
I also,
Sir Jess.
well, I think Jane now. Jane has something to
Yes,
say.
sir.
Before, no, before I answer. Siguro,
Yes, sir. In the
Jane.
class that I am handling, I am dealing with pupils with different abilities and different needs, and some are already millennials. I hope that you will agree with me when I say millennials, because there are some pupils now who are advanced, especially in the use of technology. Even in the way they talk to their teacher, and using uh, somewhat strange languages that they adopt from the internet, or um, from the Google, like that. So as a teacher, I would rather be accept change. I'll go with them. That's being flexible, but
Yes, sir.
I am always
Yes,
that there's
sir.
also so I need to guide also my pupils in that way, because millennials are really hard to deal with. That's all, sir.
Thank you very much, Mom.
Okay.
Mom Jane. Sir Jess, take it away.
Okay. So, well, listening to your sharings, no, and your discussions, no, and I'd like to agree with what has been said, that we need really as teachers to embrace change, no, and Sherwin emphasize change for the better, no, indeed change for the worse, but change for the better. Okay, and I think we need to really be adaptable, no, because as pointed out a while ago, no, you will not survive as a teacher if you are not adaptable. Like, for example, di ba?
Correct, sir.
You will not, so part dito yung survival, no? Okay? Because if, like, for example, if you would be given food, no, and that food now you normally would not eat, no, then chances are you will not be able now to get the, what you call now, the participation siguro of the community, no? Because you are now an off tangent, no? It seems like you are not part of them, no? So when you start now to embrace change, no, and become adaptable, okay, and learn now from your experiences, no, okay, I am too sure, no, there will be, this will be an oasis of learning opportunity for all of you, a learning opportunity. You learn more from your experiences, no. So like what has been shared a while ago by Maricar, no, yung, she started her stint in the private sector, and suddenly nagkaroon ng change, no, sa atmosphere. Okay? Well, whether we like it or not, that's our role as teachers, no? Okay? To be really adaptable. And part of it now would be really to accept also the teachers, no, whom you are dealing with, no, like if these are already what they call now senior teachers. Okay, part of our embracing now the change would be, let's learn to accept them too. Not only our learners, but our colleagues. No? Okay. Let's not be putting so much weight on their being old, no? Okay, because definitely there will come a time that you will also go that, no, that stage, no?
Stage.
Okay. And so the only thing that we need now is to really respect each other. We respect each other's point of view, okay? Not to the extent naman of, let us say now, um, pulling each other down. Pulling each other down. That's not also good. Okay, just respecting each other, our learners, respecting also our colleagues, no, for their points of view. Well, that's part of the thing that we need to do. Okay, when we learn now to adapt to change. Okay, and as pointed out also by Ma'am Jane, no, okay, let's also learn to what they call now put ourselves into the shoes of the millennials, no. Okay, what I mean here, learn their language too. Okay, so hindi po pwede na like for example, if this word are happy, then whether we like it or not, let's also learn to be comfortable into their niches, no? They are now their comfort zones, no? Okay. So that would be referring to what we call now our role, okay, the need for us teachers now to be adaptable. Okay. So well, that's my
Yes, sir.
point regarding
Thank you very
your
much, sir.
your inputs, no, from this topic of sir. So,
Yes, sir, you're very correct. Because
so sabi
respect
nga natin,
begets
let's appreciate
respect.
each other's views.
Yes, sir.
Respect.
And
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Ah. And siguro
and
it's high time
respect.
also that yeah, it's also
Respect.
high time that siguro okay, it's also high time that we little gradually, no? Okay, yung we learn na lang to we learn na lang to live with our senior co-faculty. Okay? So if ever they are hard to deal with, then okay, you just have to look at yourself, no, at the time that you will also be like them. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
so that when you are already on that stage as well, then you will just be smiling, no? Also where you had been, no? To where you had been in the past. Okay. Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving back the floor to you, sir.
Sir, an
Yes, sir.
addendum.
Yes, sir.
May I? Sir, may
Yes,
I
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am, Miley.
yeah,
still share what I know about flexibility? So changes are really inevitable, sir. So every year we are given new roles, whether we like it or not. We are also given special teaching assignments. So as teachers, we don't have the right to say no. So even some subjects are not in line with our majors or specialization, still we accept this role. So flexibility and adaptability implies working efficiently. Although we are given roles that are not in line with our skill specialization, still we have to accept them and after accepting them, let's start equipping ourselves with know-how, skills, so that we can give what we have to our students, sir. So, yun lang po.
Thank you,
May
ma'am.
I, Sir Sherwin?
Yes, ma'am. For a while lang, I just want what Ma'am Mylene said. We don't say no.
Yeah,
So if we don't say no, we find ways.
we
So
follow.
we go back to you. We go back to you, Ma'am Cheryl.
Oh, yes po. When we also say flexibility, as teachers, we must also be flexible in giving or in giving new strategies or methods in teaching. We know the saying one size fits all. You would not do that because we have individual. What I mean, we must consider the differences of our learners. So as a teacher, we must be creative in giving our activities such as maybe differentiated instruction would cater the different needs of our learners or what you call the multiple intelligences. So we could also use that in our activities in the class. Ayun lang po, sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am. That's right, Ma'am Cheryl. There is no one size fits all. We should consider their differences, and we should be creative so that it will fit to everybody. So being creative will make sure that this will will be understandable to other learners.
Yes po.
So if there are more additional
Well,
ideas,
I just like to what you call it, to react to what Mylene mentioned, no, regarding your acceptance of whatever role given to you, no. Well, to my mind, no, the first thing that you will really need to do is to really what you call na, assess yourself, no. Makakaya mo ba? Okay. Because whether we like it or not, sometimes accepting teaching something which is not in the line of your specialization, unless na you are teaching in the what elementary, no? Okay, it might be risky. It might really be very risky. Like for example, if you are a PE teacher and you will be asked to teach mathematics, can you see
good
now
point, sir.
the example that I'm giving you? It's really
Yes,
very
sir.
risky, you know.
That's a
Well,
very good point.
um, it's not because you don't ano now you don't you want now to defy orders, no, it's whether you like it or not, lalo na, okay, lalo na in the public school, no, you need to what we call now to let us say now to be very obedient, if I am now using the right term, no, okay, or subservient
Sir, may I
subservient
answer you
to
about
your
that?
bosses, no, but that's
Yes, sir, sir.
okay, my only point is that ano, yun na, it might be
Yeah.
risky. That's why I'm telling you now, you have to politely learn to say no also in some instances.
Yeah,
Politely
yeah, yeah.
learn
In
to
some
say no
instances, sir.
in some instances. In some instances.
Yeah.
Okay? So learn to negotiate.
Sir,
Learn to negotiate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay? Well, the whole point here is that you know, like for instance, I know of a let us say now a graduate, no, in our BS math program here in the university. And when I asked her one time, I asked her, she's a math major, and she said, "Oh, ano naman ang tinuturo mo?" And she said, "You know, I was asked to teach PE." Okay, and my joke was, "Well, how will you apply now what you have learned in math?" Ah, well, I can apply it, sir. Sabi niya, eto, okay, one, two, yung mga jumping ano daw, yung three. At natatawa na lang ako, ano, yun lang ginagamit niya yung math niya doon lang sa counting, no? Sabi niya, eto sir, one, two, mga gano'n, no? Okay? So, of course, nagpapatawa lang siguro siya. But really, no, it might be risky because imagine kung reverse naman yun. You are a PE major and you teach math. Okay? And still, the point here is you cannot give what you do not have. No? You cannot give what you do not have. But
correct, sir.
even if you are a PE teacher, but knowing well that you have the capacity to learn math and accept it, okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. Okay? But my only point here is that I think the first of all it boils down to one to this ano now. Learn to assess yourself. If you think you can, then accept. But if you think no, it would put more what you call now
Cannot.
you might be destroying already the future of
Yes.
your students, no, and to the point of siguro repeating only or only choosing the topics that you can only understand, no, well that's not naman good, no, okay, you are already compromising the quality of learning, no, that would
Yes,
take
sir.
place in the classroom
Sir,
now. So I think
may I react on that, sir?
may ano si may reaction si
May
Mama.
I react on that, sir?
Okay,
Sir,
okay, Mama Eileen.
I do agree with you, sir. So, accepting new roles, sir, means for only some instances. Of course, basically, sir, our principal would not give us subjects that are not in line with our major, but there are subjects that we could teach. For example, sir, if you're an English major, the school because that is also a language subject, sir. Like me, when I was still a provincial paid teacher, sir, my major is English, but I taught Filipino also. And the intervention made by the Department of Education is that they sent me to St. Paul in your school, sir, for 2 summers. So I studied Filipino subjects in your school for 2 summers. So I
Good.
equipped myself with,
Okay.
of
So
course, Yes, sir. Strategies on teaching Filipino. So I say that I am a flexible teacher. Di ba when we get promoted, teachers get promoted and they are given new roles. The higher the salary, the more challenging the task given to
Greater
teachers.
role.
More
Am I right?
responsibilities.
So that's another instance,
Like
sir,
more
wherein we have
responsibilities.
to be
That's right.
flexible enough. If we want to
Yeah.
get promoted, then we have to prepare ourselves for
Work
tougher
for it.
tasks. That's what I mean, sir. But for
Mm.
specialization, if we think we can teach the
Okay. Yeah.
subject, let's accept. Especially in senior high school, sir. Uh, most subjects are taught in English. And since there are many English teachers, sir, they are given social sciences subjects and they still accept the role. So that's what I am trying to say, sir, that we teachers must always, not always, in some instance or in most instance, are flexible and we always say yes because we can actually perform the roles given to us. Kasi we are teachers. Sir.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, sir, I
Uh,
would like to react
I agree with
also.
that. No, if sabi ko nga,
Sir?
sige. Okay, so ikaw na muna, Sherwin.
Whose
Ikaw naman yung
turn?
ano dito. Sir Sherwin daw, who would like to
Sige,
say
ako
something.
muna.
Then I can,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sige.
I would just like to react on what you have said, sir, because in our
Mhm.
school, just like what Ma'am Mylene have mentioned, our department heads or our principal will not give us tasks which are not in line with our field of specialization. I understand, sir, that in private, really, they I know somebody who was given an assignment just like what you have mentioned, sir, that is teaching social studies, and he was given a load, a PE, a MAPE load, and fortunately, sir, we don't do that in the public schools. So maybe
Well, I heard of cases.
uh,
Sir, even in public school, sir,
maybe,
just
sir,
like
Sir,
in the
I
I sir, I think in the elementary, sir, they do that.
Yes, yes, sir. In
And
the elementary.
maybe
yeah, I think in the
General.
and
elementary, because there is no specialization.
mhm.
There's no specialization in the
yes, sir.
elementary. As
Yes.
elementary teachers, you need to know all.
General.
No,
Um,
you don't
Yes, jack of all
specialize. No, in
trades.
the elementary. Okay.
general.
Yes.
Yeah.
My point here, Sherwin, when I said that, Sherwin, no, Sherwin, this is in public
Yes, sir.
school. Okay. So siguro in your case, no, well, to your mind, no, as far as you know, this has not occurred, no, in the public school, no. But well, I overhear of some of my students who are in the public school, because sometimes, because when
Ganun.
teachers are actually now on maternity leave, no, there are really instances wherein it could be possible that you will be assigned, no, pero temporary lang naman. But still, ang point ko dito is that learn to say no sometimes. Okay, I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
emphatic about the word sometimes. Learn to say no. Never ever say yes. Amen, amen, amen. Always. Okay? Most especially if I have said,
Sir,
it's
sir,
still,
sa amin,
the whole point here is that you cannot give what you do not have. Very basic yon.
Sir.
Correct.
Okay? You cannot give what you do not have. But if you
yes,
are, let's say, a major of this and a minor of that, no, fine, no? Like, for example, major in English, minor in Filipino, may mga ganun kasi noon eh, may minor. Okay, so that's okay. O kaya related, like math and science, like you're a math teacher and you're asked to teach physics, okay, and some others, that's okay also.
Hello, sir. Hello,
Yes, I'm
sir.
just giving now
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
situationers, ha? I'm
Yeah,
giving
sir.
you situationers para pang ano to, actually guide our
Yes, sir.
discussion,
Hello,
no? So
sir.
it's not only coming from the
Mm.
book, but now we are looking at mga
Sir,
scenarios now in our respective workplaces, no?
sir, we
Okay.
are talking
Yes, Ma'am
about
Rosalina, I think before ano now,
sir. Sir, may I react
yes.
Yes.
again if you allow me? Sir, we
Yes, yes, Ma'am
are
Eileen.
Yes,
talking
sir.
based on our experience, sir. You're right that we have to say no also, but there are instances, sir, that we don't have choice because we do understand also the situation of our school. When it comes to staffing, there are teachers who the school needs, for example, sir, AP teacher or major in AP, but most teachers who apply are not major in AP. So wala pong choice, sir. There's no choice at all. That's why if the teacher accepts the role, the school head sends him to trainings and seminars. So yun na po ang mag-e-equip sa teacher ng mga kailangan niya so that he could give what he has. 'Di ba, sir? So siguro we say no if the role is not so easy or if the role is too difficult for us that even trainings and seminars would not suffice our yung needs ng strategies or methods in teaching the subject. So yun lang po.
Sir, what about other assignments that they give
Okay.
you? Can I speak, sir?
Well, yeah, for
Aside,
other assignments,
aside from
Yes.
uh,
subjects, sir,
who's talking?
Mm-mm.
Who's
about
talking?
the other coordinators.
Who's talking, please? May I know?
Rosalina, sir.
Okay,
Ma'am
one at a
Sir,
time,
Rosalina.
please. Our
Lina.
sir, just
please.
like here in our
Si
school.
Sherwin, ask permission from Sherwin. Sherwin, please
Uh,
take on your role as
yes, sir.
facilitator.
Yes, sir. Rosalina, Ma'am Rosalina, take it away.
Sir, just like here in our school, I am handling 3 subjects. Sir, aside
Yes,
from
ma'am.
specialization, sir, I am handling also ESP and MAPE since we do not have also MAPE majors here. So we do not have choice also. But
Ma'am,
through attending seminars, we develop also some knowledge and skills. That's why they're giving us the subjects aside from the specialization.
yes,
And
ma'am.
aside from that,
Ma'am, what
sir,
are you,
yes, sir.
Ma'am Rosalina, what
Yes,
grade are
sir.
you handling? Elementary,
I am
ma'am? Elementary.
handling, no, sir, secondary, junior high school, sir. From
Junior high
grade
school.
7 to grade 10, sir.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Uh, I believe in
Okay.
what Sir
No,
Jess had mentioned that you really cannot give what you do not have. Fortunately for Ma'am Mylene, if they will be sending you to seminars,
Yes, sir.
then I think that will help suffice and equip you in your teaching loads.
Opo.
Yes, ma'am. Who else
Yes, sir.
wants to share?
Sir, may I?
Yes, ma'am
Cheryl
Cheryl.
po. Sir, this
Yes, ma'am
is my
Cheryl.
yes po. This is my case po. I am handling 6 English subjects in grade 10. And then my other assignments are I am the subject co or grade level chairman. They gave me the remedial program. I'm the English club advisor. During our meeting, I said no for the grade 7 remediation because I don't have subject in grade 7. But
Grade 7.
still, the
Correct,
teachers
ma'am.
in the grade 7 did not accept the my yes, they did not accept what I've said that I have no load there, so they know better their students than me or than yes, because I have no load there. But then uh our school head had to give me the assignment again to handle that remediation program. Sabi,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have 6 loads and then I have 4 other assignments. How can I perform well in my teaching? How could I provide a quality output to my learners given those assignments to me? However, I try to manage those assignments. But
Assignments. Yes, ma'am.
yes, but I learned to say no, but still they insisted to give me that assignment. Oo, yes sir. I'm
Because
just
they know
giving
you
my
better, ma'am.
Yes.
ganun po
Yes, ma'am.
talaga, oo.
Ma'am Cheryl.
Yes
Ma'am
po.
Cheryl. How many are you in your department? How many are
English
you
in
in your
English
department?
department?
Yes.
From grade 7 to grade 12, we are 10 or 11. Mm-mm.
11. How
I,
maybe ma'am, there's no enough manpower. That's why they're giving you a lot of load, and maybe they believe that you can do it since it's
Yes,
also part
sir.
of your specialization.
Tama.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Correct.
Yes.
Because you are the
Yeah.
best
That's
maybe
right.
in that
Okay.
school.
Uh,
Yeah,
Thanks
you're
for that
right.
okay.
honor in your school, ma'am.
Because you're
I
and
think
then
doing
we're
good
on the
enough,
same
ma'am.
boat.
Yeah.
Congratulations, ma'am.
yes,
Ay, nako, sir. But still,
and
doing well for the
You just
You
children.
have
are
to
already
really, when you
adaptable.
accept, sir, Sir Sherwin,
yes,
Yes,
sir.
Sir
sir.
Go
Sherwin,
ahead, sir Jess.
Sir Sherwin.
Yes, sir
Okay.
Jess.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
when you really accept a role, a new role, no, or another responsibility, if you have already accepted it, you have to live it out. What I mean, panindigan mo yung acceptance. Okay? So if you think you really need time to capacitate yourself, okay? So by attending seminars, okay, or doing some reading your own reading so that you will be able now to give something. Okay? So yun lang. Kapag in-accept mo, dapat magbigay ka ng time to learn it. Okay? But if you think again, no? If you think you don't have the time, okay? If you think you don't have the time and you don't have the skill, whether we like it or not, kanya-kanya tayo ng skill eh. We have not actually
Yes, sir.
what you call now, we have not catch all the skills in life, no? Okay, so we could be good at this and weak at that, no? So we know our strengths and weaknesses. Okay? And so if it's already entering into your weak zones, please, please, please learn to say no. Okay? Learn
Yes.
to say no. Also, do not compromise your family. No? Lalo na kapag, kung nyari, it will already be eating so much of your time, quality time with your family, learn to say no. Because after all, you teach, no? Not for anything else, but for your family. Do you agree with me? Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Nagtuturo
Yes,
kayo,
sir.
nag-earn kayo
Yes, sir.
para sa pamilya yun yan. So kapag, kaya nga, you also part of yung ano natin, adaptability, okay? And learning now to accept your new roles and responsibility is assess really yourself. Okay? Kaya pa ba? Pwede pa ba? Okay? Pero kapag, yun nga, for the sake of getting promoted, getting higher salary, but already compromising quality time with your family, please, please, please. Okay? You are not here. Okay? We are not here on earth to live for a living. Okay? To live for a living. Okay? But to life. No? Learning to live. No? Okay? Ah, to
Yes, sir.
live, okay,
Yes, sir.
for your family. So yun lang ang whole point ko
Yes,
lang
sir.
naman, no? Yung I still would emphasize yung part na if you accept, no, dapat have time, no, to really learn uh, taking on the new roles and responsibilities. Now, before that, uh, we are 14 in this room, no, and I only hear only a few, no, who are participating. I have not heard Ma'am Vivian. Okay, they are with us actually. Um, Ma'am Emily. Okay, so where are you? I cannot see you. You are not participating. Please, and take note that this is being recorded. No, this is being recorded. So if you don't participate, okay, um, uh, I won't have a basis, no, for what you call now for grading you later on. No, so please, this is your class, okay, and that's the reason why I am I'm not leading the discussion now, no, so that you will have the time really to participate, no, the chance to participate. Okay, so meron pa bang magre-react sa
Yes,
sinabi
sir.
ko? I might.
Meron, sir. Ako, sir.
Ako rin.
Oh,
Sir,
sige, sige.
yes, sir. I also believe what you believe, sir. That family always comes first. We work
Correct.
for our family.
Mm. Learn to
Yes, sir.
prioritize.
So,
Learn to
yes,
prioritize.
sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, that's always my belief, sir. That I work for my family. and family always comes
Yeah,
first.
you work for your family. Yes, that's right.
Really just
And
accept
Ma'am
everything, sir.
Mylene.
Whose turn,
Yes, sir.
sir? Whose
Are
turn?
there some more?
Whose turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, may I, this
Ma'am
is
Mylene,
not
yes, ma'am. Do
to,
you still have
sir, may I
something to
react
say? Yes, ma'am
that
Mylene.
the scenario in differs from the scenario in private, sir. So,
How
yun
so, ma'am?
nga, if we get promoted, sabi ko nga kanina, sir, the higher your salary, the tougher your task, or the more roles you are going to have. So I told you a while ago that ma'am, yung English
Well,
major
let's
din na 6 ang load.
Ma'am Cheryl. Ma'am Cheryl.
Ma'am Cheryl. So we are on the
Yes,
same
ma'am.
boat because I also experienced that having 6 preparation. I was assigned also as the subject group head, school paper advisor. I also observed classes, and I was assigned also as an English coordinator, senior high school focal person. But still,
Dami.
ma'am, I accepted all of those kasi po, lagi kasi there is this notion kasi ma'am na master teacher, nagngato sahod na, dapat lang nga nagadulod na. And if you are not going to accept all of those, kasi you want to prove them that you can also perform those roles, especially kung
Yes,
pera na
ma'am.
pong o sahod na pong pinag-uusapan. So we don't have any choice but to say yes. Although we are complaining, but still, 'di ba, we are doing our task. We often complain, 'di ba? But still we are following kasi that is also one of our roles. We need to follow. Kaya nga sabi ko, sir, that's another proof that teachers are flexible. Kasi if you are given new roles, you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
to work efficiently kahit gaano kahirap yung role, but not to compromise your family. Di ba? We work because of our family. Saan po ba nanggagaling ang bread and butter natin? Di ba? From our work. So it's a matter of maybe time management na no matter how tough the task is, kung may time management, we can successfully perform it. So yun lang po. Kaya naka-relate po ako kay Ma'am Cheryl when she shared na ganun po kadami. Kasi in grade 7, di ba, you give remediation sa mga and that is about Phil Erie.
Slow readers.
Yeah, Phil Erie. I also helped the Phil Erie teacher in our school before. We had conducted the pre-test, the post-test. If there's passion in what you're doing, wala tayong problema. Well, hindi tayo magsisay no kasi there's passion. We love what we do kahit gaano kahirap. So yun lang po, sir.
Yes, I agree with you,
And
ma'am.
that's yes, ma'am. That's correct, Ma'am Mylene.
Opo.
Time management. Very essential po. That's
yeah.
very essential. Time management. Because
Patience
if we
is a
don't know how
virtue,
to
ma'am.
yes, Ma'am Rosalie.
Patience is
So
a virtue, sir.
passion,
Yes.
correct, ma'am. Correct.
I'm master teacher of
Passion
mining.
and yes,
Oh,
ma'am,
Oo.
Ma'am
I,
Mylene. That's really
Teacher 3
part
kasi
of
ako, Ma'am
our
Maylin.
role as master teacher. Oh,
pareho tayo.
Ma'am Cheryl, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Oo,
Teacher 3
oo.
and you have
I have,
a
yes,
Sometimes
baliktad,
hindi
baliktad sa amin, sir. Baliktad sa amin. Ang
yes,
master
nakakatuwa.
ma'am,
teacher,
maybe
quality
they
ang
are
load. Oo.
Yeah.
ma'am, maybe they are
That are
preparing you for
different.
a master teacher
Ay, naku,
because
Yes,
of
sir.
longlong
the
ako na, sir.
heavy load.
Longlong ako na ako.
Okay.
Kinakakaawa si Ma'am Cheryl na
Oo.
she was given 6
Okay,
preps.
okay. Let's okay, let's put order in
Sige
our
po.
class now.
Okay.
Okay. So once again I'd like to reiterate what I have said. Okay, we are 13 in this room, and so far only a few, okay, are participating. So please, I'd like to encourage those who are here, not just be a spectator, but take part of our class discussion. No, so we respect each other's point of view anyway. No, okay, and our discussion revolves on our experiences. No, sabi nga natin, we learn more from
By
our
experience.
experiences. Okay? Because like if you accept new roles and later on saka mo lang madi-discover na kaya mo pala. Okay? And certain what you call now grades now are obtained by way of accepting them. No? Accepting them. Okay? So, saka mo lang madidiscover na meron ka palang gift nito, it's because you have accepted. Okay? Pero as I've said, ang whole point ko lang naman is siguro learn to say no sometimes. Okay? That's the
Yeah.
whole point that
Yes, sir.
that I'm trying to drive at. No? Particularly
Yes, sir.
when this has already to do with your what you call now to do with your family. Okay? Kasi mga scenarios ano eh. Sabihin sa iyo na pwede bang ito tapos may ano, ikaw na lang tawag dito, ikaw na lang ang magte-take care siguro sa ano mo, sa may sakit na anak, then sometimes you learn to say no. Okay? So hindi naman yun nga always now saying amen na lang every time. Okay, and I'd like to say that whatever is the case in the ano now in the public school, that's the same case in the private school. Now we are also given multiple roles. Okay, yun lang nga, sabi natin, when you're given new roles, new assignments, I think our bosses, no, our superiors would know that you have the capacity to do them. Okay, okay. So yan, uh, learn to what you call now to know yourself. No, and the whole point there is that know thyself. Learn to
Yes.
what you call now. You should be able to know what you can do and what you cannot do. Okay. So
Yes,
with
sir.
that, we can now move on unless there are other inputs or other reactions. Yes,
Sir, my
Sherwin.
I just want to relay what Vivian Pader said. She has a slow internet connection, sir. That's why she cannot butt in. Okay, sir. We go to the
Okay.
next.
So,
Thank you
well,
very much.
I'm not actually. Uh, okay, so now, are there other inputs? Okay, no more reaction from the second point. Now we move on to the third. Okay, productivity and accountability. Uh, who's given this role?
Sir, Sir Jess,
Yes.
Ma'am Emily, I think. Ma'am
I,
Emily.
I will
Ma'am
tell them.
Enthusiastic Emily. This is short.
Okay, sir.
Uh,
So, learning to do life and
no, no, no. Ma'am Malleable Maricar.
ay, number
Ma'am,
po ako,
Yes.
sir.
sir, sa
Okay.
akin is Life and
Initiative
Career
and
Skill 1,
self-direction.
Initiative and Self-Direction, sir.
For me, the productivity and accountability, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
Initiative
yes,
skill
ba
1
yan?
Maricar.
po
Ikaw na
ako.
pala. Sorry for that. So
Ay,
after
initiative.
Sherwin. Okay. Yes, yes, ma'am. So I'm sorry for the error. Okay, it should now be Maricar's, malleable Maricar's turn.
Initiative.
Life and
Initiative,
career
sir.
skill number one, initiative and self-direction.
Okay. Good morning, my
Okay.
fellow learners.
Yes,
Good
Ma'am
morning,
Maricar.
sir.
Now your turn.
Morning.
My task is about life and career skill number 1, initiative and self-direction. This focuses on our ability to work independently, ability to manage goal and time. When we talk about ability to work independently, this means that we exercise self-direction to work alone. But let us also remember that it is also a good habit to work with our peers, co-teachers, and with others. But let us also maintain our confidence in our work. When we talk about ability to manage goal and time, setting goals with tangible and non-tangible, or the short-term and long-term goal with success criteria. So this success criteria will lead us to our goal so that we know what to do next. Balancing it and time management is very important. For our class, let's do this. How do you demonstrate these skills in your life as a teacher? How do we demonstrate uh, working independently, or managing goal and time as a teacher? Anybody in the group? How do we manage demonstrate these skills?
Uh,
Anybody po? How do we manage demonstrate these skills? How do we demonstrate these skills as a teacher?
Working independently
Yes, sir.
and
Working
ability to
independently,
manage, no?
manage.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
manage your
How do we
time
manage?
wisely.
Yes, sir. How do you demonstrate these skills as a teacher?
Sure, ma'am.
Yes, sir, Sherwin. Yes, sir, Sherwin. Si Sherwin po muna.
Yes, ma'am. I believe in if you want to work independently, kasi the best teacher for this is experience first, sir. So I believe if you are new with what you are doing, you really need to have somebody who will guide you. And eventually, if you have mastered this task, eventually you will work independently and maybe try to do it better than what your mentor have assisted you. So working independently requires a lot of dedication and commitment, and probably practice. That's all, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Other, may
Ma'am, may I
mag-input
also
pa?
share?
Sino
Ma'am, may
po?
I
Si
also
ma'am?
share?
Who is
Ma'am, may I
talking?
also share?
Sige po, sige po,
Vivian,
sige po. Sige,
Vivian,
ma'am
ma'am.
Vivian. Yes, ma'am Vivian. Yes, ma'am Vivian.
Ma'am Cheryl.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, yes, ma'am
since,
Vivian.
okay, ma'am, uh, when we do not, when we have to concede with this kind of skills, we have to set our timeline. Okay, our timeline. And I am very much agree with Sir Sherwin that we have to make experience, to be the best of experience of their skills. And we have also asked some advice from our teachers or other mentors if they have this kind of skills. And if they have this kind of skills, we have also tried to adapt what they have practiced. And if this is also effective to them, then why not adapting to it? And we have to make a timeline so that we can practice little by little. So time management so that we can practice this and become an effective teacher by doing this kind of timeline program. Yun lang.
Okay, I agree with Sir Sherwin and Ma'am Vivian. But let's also remember that practice makes perfect. So, sir, but let us
Yes.
also remember that wrong practices sometimes lead us, kahit practice tayo ng practice, if it's a wrong practice, wala pong patutunguhan. So, correct
Yes.
practice
We need
is
guidance.
very important.
Yes, po.
Ma'am, are there po? Ma'am Cheryl? Yes, Ma'am
Yes
Cheryl.
po. Now I would like to share what I do in this skills, self-direction and initiative. Uh, in self-direction, what I do, I am good at doing checklists, yung what to do, so
Yes,
that
ma'am.
I know what to accomplish if I was able to accomplish. So what I do is, for example, things to do during this quarantine, or okay, so submit number one, submit like this, number two. So I do the checklist of what I do. So in the end, I could find out that I was able to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. Now, when we say initiative, Uh, in my experience, just like what we had, the pilot testing of the module. When my superior told me to be the coordinator of the pilot testing, I asked if there was a feedback form. Then she told me there was none. So I made a feedback form, and then I asked her permission if that could be used in giving feedbacks and comments for those modules that were distributed, so that we will know what would be the strengths and weaknesses of that module that was distributed to the learner. So I think that is a good practice of having that initiative, even if the superior would not tell you to do this, but you have that courage to do that, or then present it to the superior, and then if it would be okay, then that would be a good practice of being having initiative. Yun lang po, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. We practice that. Well, we have the so-called Gantt chart before ba in public school. There is a timeline. We need to follow it, and we have to do it on time. Because if it's not, we will not beat the deadline.
Yes po.
Very
Yes.
organized, you, Ma'am Sherry. Very organized. Yes, ma'am. Are there more?
Yes.
Yes, Ma'am Emily. Ma'am Emily. Yes, Ma'am Emily. You want to give inputs?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Ma'am Mylene.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Talking about that initiative, ma'am, I think that is thinking out of the box. So we don't wait for our school head or principal to tell what we are going to do. Especially in my case, that I was assigned as the subject group head. So I take the initiative to monitor teachers under my department. So what I prepare is not only schedule but a checklist. That is also another example of initiative checklist in order to track or monitor for example, in submitting reports. So that I could track the performance of teachers under my department, ma'am. So that is taking initiative also. That's all.
Thank you, ma'am. I think the keyword there is organization and time management to fulfill whatever task given to us. Are there more?
Ma'am.
Meron pa po?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ma'am Leia.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am Rosalina, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am
In
Rosalina.
being an ICT school coordinator, ma'am, I always check the LIS, and I always also remind my co-teacher.
Nawawala ang audio ni ma'am.
Nawala na
Ma'am.
siya.
Ma'am Rosalina.
Nawala na yung signal nila.
Ma'am, nawala yung audio mo.
Working independently for me, ma'am, is better. Hello, ma'am.
Hello po. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Copy po.
For me, working independently is better because it provides stability, and sometimes focus is very important. Katulad na lang kasi kapag may kasama ako, ma'am, like for painting, pag nagpe-paint ako sa school, for example, nagle-letter kami, lettering, ma'am, pag may kasama ako, mas lalong nawawala yung focus ko sa ginagawa ko.
You prefer to work alone, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. But working with teams is also important. Independently, sometimes kasi it boosts your confidence in doing things. Initiative also is very important because we do not wait someone to tell us what to do, especially if we have already the knowledge in doing the task.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am Rosalina prefer to work alone. Sometimes others are prefer to work alone, but others
But we,
working alone is hello.
okay.
Are
So
there
I
more?
think in the education sector, hello, ma'am.
Yes, po.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am Maricar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead,
Okay.
sir.
In the field of education, really, okay, it's always important for teachers really to learn to collaborate. No, okay, so because we are a
Yes,
team,
sir.
okay, but there are instances wherein you really need to work alone also,
Yes.
okay,
Ex-
particularly when you are in a team and let's say you are not expecting so much work from others, inputs from others, then siguro it would already be your self initiative, okay, to do the work. If you think now you can be more productive working alone, then do so, okay, but
yes,
siguro it will require you to motivate your ano now your teammates, lalo na if you're doing a task as a group, no, to really what you call now make others, no, in your team, no, in your group mates, if you're let us say now you are achieving a
go.
goal and you are supposed now to work as a team, to make your teammates realize that you are a
Yes,
team,
sir.
and therefore it's not good only for one or two to be doing the task.
Opo.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I agree with you,
so
sir.
well, there are really sometimes where we become more productive, no? We become productive when we work alone, no? But in most cases, kasi, okay, in the education sector, we really are working as a team,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
And so
Yes, sir. Yes,
we
sir.
should really learn to work with others. Okay.
Yes.
Opo. I agree with you, sir.
Okay, Ma'am Leah. Ma'am Leah.
Exercising, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Exercising
Go ahead.
initiative and self-direction implies the ability to work without the assistance of others. While working with others is very important, and in teams also, life at work. There are occasions when we will need to be confident in working independently and in no need to someone else help, ma'am.
Okay. There are some instances, ma'am, but as Sir just said, usually in the field of education, we work as a team. And when we work as
Yes.
a team, let's have the initiative also to share responsibilities. Though we know that we can do the work, let us try also to share the responsibility with others to let them grow and learn also.
Yes, ma'am.
Are, are there
Kasi there
more?
are also instances wherein there are also instances, Maricar,
Yes,
there are
sir.
instances kasi that sometimes uh, we can be very what they call now we can exert so much weight on our group mates, no? To the extent na well, I am the boss, I am the leader, okay, so let me do it for the group sometimes,
Ah,
and not anymore respecting that other members also has the ability, no? Yung mga instances na
okay.
ganoon na
Mm.
kunyari ako
Yes.
lang leader kaya yun nga, even in terms of decision making, no, in terms of decision making, the leader monopolizes, no, the what you call na the decision.
Yes, sir.
So this is what you should do. So well, what you call na delegating the role to the members, no, to the extent na ay let's siguro yung ano yung most of the work you do it na lang, no? Okay. So that's not also good. As I have said, I've always been pointing out that in the field of education, no, we work as a team, and each one is gifted, no, with what you call now with his or her unique skills, no, that can contribute to the what you call now to the realization of a certain project or a certain goal.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that we wish to achieve as a team, okay, or as a
I
group.
Yes,
agree
sir.
with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometimes, I just want to add that there are some co-teachers or teammates that are ashamed. So let's develop yung talent na meron sila so that in the future you will not only be tasked na you can also share responsibilities with them, and they can also be a leader para hindi lang tayo ang leader.
Mm. Okay.
Yes, Ma'am Maricar.
Yes, yes.
Yes po, yes
So
po.
in working with the group, no, even if what you call, in working in a group, no, learn to empower. Yun ang term natin. Learn
Yes,
to empower,
Yes,
capacitate
sir.
your fellow group mates. Okay. Uh,
yes sir.
so if they are shy, then give them the chance to shine. Okay,
Yes,
provide them with the chance to also shine in your group. Okay, well, if
yes,
even if you know that you're very skillful as a leader, okay, or as a member, do not monopolize. No, sabi mo nga, ang point doon ay accountability, shared accountability, so that if ever we go wrong, then you don't have to point fingers, no? Because ito ginawa mo, ito pumalpak ka.
Ikaw
So
nag-design.
kung pumalpak yung iba, learn to assist them, no? Assist them. Sabi nga natin, mentor each other.
Correct, sir.
Okay?
Yes,
Mentor each
oo.
other and learn to grow as a group. Okay?
Do not
yes sir.
Learn to
blame.
grow as a group.
Are there more?
Okay, so are there still other inputs from our
Are
course
there more
discussion? So we
inputs?
can move on to the last one.
Yes, Ma'am
I know.
Maricar.
I think we are yeah, please take note, yung accountability and responsibility, it's a shared accountability, shared responsibility. So that if one errs, no, hindi mo sasabihin na ito yung role mo, nagkamali, malpak, no? Do not have the pointing finger at one, no? So it should be, let's own the responsibility. So even if our fellow teacher, no, or a fellow teammate now might have erred, no, okay, might have committed mistake, no, okay, in doing certain tasks, no, let's help each other grow, as I have said, no,
Correct.
kaya
Yes,
siguro
sir.
we learn from that mistake, we learn from that error. Okay,
Yes sir, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
so never yung pointing finger, no, there's a pointing finger actually points only to one and points to you, no, four fingers to you. Okay, so yung pointing na
Ganyan.
ganyan, pwede rin siguro
Correct.
na dalawa,
You're pointing
ganyan,
Correct
dapat
pero
sir.
ganyan.
yung tatlo tayo.
One
Okay.
only is
You.
pointing to
Yes.
others, not
When you point, okay. Kaya never yung pointing finger, no? So yung sabi nga natin na so if ever,
ganyan
let's
na
have
lang.
to accept, no? Kaya nga shared
Ganyan na lang, sir.
accountability, no?
You.
Okay.
You.
Yes, sir.
Pwede ba mag-point you, no?
You.
You.
Hindi lang
Para,
point
para
finger.
Para
lahat
lahat ng
sa'yo, sir.
fingers, sir,
You.
doon.
Sa'yo.
Ganito
Lahat
na
ng
lang.
fingers.
Okay. Ganyan na lang, no? Ganyan.
You.
Lahat.
Yes, sir. You.
Okay, so now with that, now I think we have all the time to discuss the next. And this time it is Ma'am Emily. Si Ma'am Emily na ba?
Hi, hello, sir. Good morning. Okay, it's all about
Okay,
the
so thank
learning.
you, Ma'am Maricar, no, Sherwin, and first one a while ago, Ma'am Rosalina. Okay.
Okay, sir. Good morning, everybody. So, learning to do life in skills. Number two, productivity and
Yes,
accountability.
ma'am.
All about productivity and accountability, sir. So, productivity and accountability means interconnected, sir. And then involves the being
Uh,
able to deliver specified tasks in a given period of time using available resources, accountability on the other hand, for not being responsible to someone for someone activity. And then in this case, productivity, it applies our knowledge and skills to involve self-control, management, and the question then is how can we develop ourselves the skills of being productive and accountable as 21st century teacher. So may I ask opinion from the group? So how can we develop ourselves the skills of being productive
siguro
and accountable?
ilapit mo lang yung mic. Hello,
Hello, sir.
hello, Ma'am Emily. Hello, Ma'am Emily.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Hello,
siguro
sir.
Hello, ma'am. Ano na lang, lapit na lang yung microphone nyo para... Yes, ma'am. Pakilapit na lang po yung microphone nyo sa inyo kasi hindi audible.
Wala kasi
Hindi po kayo audible.
mic, ano nito
Yes,
yan.
ma'am. Please
Okay,
do
hello,
that.
sir.
No? Okay, so
Hello.
place your
Okay din
your
ba,
microphone
sir?
nearer to your...
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, okay na, sir? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello,
You
sir.
can ask your fellow learners kung okay na sa kanila.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
okay na po.
Okay po.
Okay. So when we say the
You might want to know, you might want to repeat your...
Question po.
Yes, ma'am. Paki-repeat na lang po yung yung last na... yes.
okay, how can we develop ourselves these skills of being productive and accountable that of 21st century teacher. Can we have to work to reach the goals and what changes to make in? So can you make hello hello. Okay, when we say productivity and accountability, they are all interconnected and they have to apply the knowledge and skills to our learners. May ask the body to share their skills of being productive and accountable as 21st century teacher. Hello.
Okay. In a way, we have
Okay, so
discussed
we have
this
to develop
partially, no? Okay, a while ago,
Yes.
referring to accountability,
Yes, sir.
because the different
the shared
topics
account.
covered now, topics covered now are actually interlinked, no? So they are
Yes,
interdependent. No? The topics that we have, now, actually builds on the other. No? Okay. So
the
in a way,
shared
we have already partly discussed accountability a while ago. Okay. So the rest of the learners, you might want to uh, share your inputs, particularly those who have not spoken yet.
Sir, may I?
yes.
Sir,
Uh, it's Emily's, Ma'am
Hello.
Emily is the topic
Ma'am?
champion. So,
Okay, yes,
Ma'am
ma'am.
Emily.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Sige, ma'am. Go on, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Ma'am Rosalina,
Yes, ma'am Rosalina.
Hello,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am.
In order for us to be productive,
Yes.
for me, ma'am, as a teacher, we have to plan ahead of time, then
Yes.
setting the priorities. Then next is the application of knowledge and skills in order to have quality results in a fast changing environment. So to be productive is to be smart.
Yes,
Smart,
ma'am. So,
ma'am.
we need to see
Yes,
setting
Yeah.
of goals,
We
ma'am.
have
smart.
to
Yes.
set
We
your
have to set our
goals
goals. Yes.
specific, measurable, attainable,
So, the smart,
and
ma'am.
results time bound.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct,
That's all,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am Leia. Yes, ma'am Leia. Ma'am
We have
Jollibee.
to first is to we have to set the goal and then make a plan, get to work, we have to stick to it and then you can reach the goal.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Correct, ma'am. Yes, we have to accountable for the results, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
As a 21st
Ma'am.
century teacher, you must realize the productivity and accountability involves setting the right priorities, careful planning, and applying knowledge and skills to make wise decisions that create quality results in a fast-changing environment.
So, meaning to say, ma'am, we have to manage our time effectively. Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, yes? Ma'am?
Okay.
Hello,
Yes,
may I come
Ma'am
Ma'am?
in?
Ano? Yes, Ma'am Chair. Ma'am Chair. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Ah, yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, naririnig mo pa ako?
Yes,
Ah,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
since we are
Yes,
talking
we can
on
hear you.
productivity
Yes,
and
ma'am. Yes.
connect, yes, how can we develop our being productivity and connectivity? So I just want to see something. This is true experience, sir. No, before we started our class, I just want to share to you my story. Before we started our class, my son was confined and he was operated in intestine. So how can I be a productive teacher since I have my patient and at the same time I have this
In the
online
class.
class. So what I did is I have to to manage my time for my family, to take care of to take care of my patient, my child, and to manage and have time on this online class. So for me, siguro kailangan din yung time management nga. Yun ang very important para maging productive ka. Magagawa mo or you can do the task given by your school, given by your online class, and the task you will also give to your family. So siguro yung time management and
Yung
um,
set of
maging
priorities.
maging connected tayo sa lahat kahit even we have our own family problem, even if we have our own family task natin sa family
That's
natin, we have to find time for our job and for our work also. Thank you, ma'am.
okay, yes, ma'am.
Kain
So we
tayo
have
sa
to set our
Ma'am?
priorities, ma'am. Family first, ma'am. Thank you,
Ma'am?
Yes,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
can I
Ma'am.
Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am Maricar.
Yes,
Ay,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
I think, can I start now, ma'am? I think as a teacher,
Marika.
communicate simply and clearly because this is
Yes,
the only way, because this is the most important skill we need in order to be productive in our own works.
yes,
Communication
ma'am.
and
That's correct,
is
ma'am.
very important because
Yes,
if we have poor communication, well, I think in our field we will fail.
yes.
okay, yes, ma'am. And we have to collaborate and cooperate
Hello,
effectively with the
ma'am.
teacher, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am Maricar.
Ma'am Emily.
Ma'am, may I also share what I know about productivity?
Ma'am
Yes,
Emily.
ma'am Mylene.
Is
Okay, ma'am
is it
Mylene.
my turn? Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, Productivity, ma'am, is the product of being flexible, adaptable, and having the initiative. Do you agree with me, ma'am, that it's
Yes,
that
ma'am.
Yes,
productivity
Correct.
is
I
the
agree.
product? Thank you, ma'am. Because if we are not flexible, if we're not adaptable and have the initiative, we could never become
Will not
productive. And when
Correct.
we say that we are productive, we always achieve the desired results, result of our careful planning, wise decision making, etc.
yes, ma'am. Correct, ma'am.
That's all, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, may I also share?
Yes,
I want,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Cheryl po.
Ma'am Cheryl.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Again.
Okay po.
Ma'am
So
Cheryl.
I agree with Ma'am Mylene that this skill is interconnected with initiative and self-directed. So one of the productivity traits is that we must know how to prioritize our tasks and responsibilities based on the importance so that we could have a productive output also. So we knew what is the desired output. Okay. And not only that, so as a teacher, we must also develop productivity to our learners by giving them or assigning them or delegating them some tasks because all we know, these learners are very smart. They can do tasks beyond our expectations. So it is nice also that we also give them, or we give them something to do or task, so that in the end they become also productive. Yun lang po, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So we should meet our goals, ma'am. So we have to plan also the
There's Sam
activities.
again.
Yes,
Hello, Ma'am
ma'am. Ma'am.
Jane.
Ma'am.
Hello, Ma'am. Ma'am Jane.
Hello, ma'am.
Also mine, Ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Ma'am. And as what Ma'am Leah
Let's go.
have said a while ago, it is important to set goals
Ma'am Jane.
and
Yes, ma'am Jane.
very important to understand by Ma'am Leah. It is important the results are applicable to each mom. And we are only satisfied whenever we see good results of our work connected by those activities. Because that will set us the direction on how to be successful in one's life. Ma'am, thank you.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So meaning to say to be productive, you have to identify. Okay, we have to identify the tasks we have to tend off, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, ma'am, Ma'am Emily, Ma'am
Yes, ma'am.
Emily,
Ma'am, sino ba? Ma'am Estrella? Estrellita, ma'am?
Ma'am,
Okay, ma'am, you make it.
hello, ma'am.
Okay, hello, ma'am Lori Bix. Yes.
To be productive, you must have the skills, techniques, and strategies to carry out what even plans, whatever plans, goals that have you have set. And in this, uh, in this, you are accountable for what even the result of what you have planned. Whatever the result of what you have planned.
So we have
So
the shared
when
accountability, ma'am. Okay.
Hello,
Ma'am,
ma'am. May I also share, Ma'am
ma'am,
Emily?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Ma'am, Vivian, ma'am.
Ma'am Vivian.
Vivian,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am Vivian.
Yes, ma'am. Well, ma'am, regarding productive teacher, we must be resourceful, creative, and innovative, so that we can also let the learners use what is in our place, yung localization. And regarding about accountability and responsibilities, we must have to be ready of what we are implementing. Yun lang po.
Ay, okay, thank you, ma'am. Yes. Okay, so meaning to say we have to work to reach your goals and what changes, what making for our learners. Okay, anybody
Yes.
who wants again to share their
ma'am.
thoughts? Yes, ma'am Vivian.
Yes,
Hello, ma'am.
can I come in also?
Yes, ma'am.
Can can you hear me, ma'am? Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Sige, you may. Ano yun, ma'am?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am Estrelita.
Okay. In order to be productive, ma'am, we must set certain goals, and that goals must be specific and measurable and suited to our learners so that they can
we must group our learners according to their abilities, to their talents, so that ma'am, they can share what they know, and that is on accountability, and to order to have an output, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am
Ma'am,
Vivian.
ma'am Estrelita.
Ay, Ma'am Estrelita,
Ma'am,
sorry.
yes po. Thank you po. I keep on joining. I keep on joining, ma'am, but unluckily, you cannot, you hear me, ma'am.
Wala siya, oh.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Ma'am. So in the accountability and productivity, we have two important skills that we have to consider: the managed project and the produced results. Okay, so does not mean simply having an output, but producing one with high quality with optimum use of available resources. You know, okay, hello.
Hello,
So, ma'am.
ma'am.
Ayan.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Hello,
Sir.
sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hindi niyo ako naririnig kanina. Hello ako ng hello.
Ay, sir. Hello po.
Ay,
Okay.
Sorry,
Hello po.
sir.
That's
oh,
why
hello, sir.
I got
Okay na.
that's
Okay
why
na.
that, that's why I got out from the chat group and re-entered because no one is responding or saying hello, hi. Okay.
Mm,
So now
Sorry.
so now I can be heard.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Narinig niyo?
Yes,
okay.
Oo.
Yes,
sir.
Parang
po.
wala
Yes,
akong
sir.
Yes,
kasama.
sir.
Parang
Loud and clear.
parang
Yes,
nag-iisa.
sir.
Okay, parang okay, okay, okay. Now, regarding Emily's discussion on productivity, okay, I think we need to emphasize here optimizing the less that we have. No, but what I mean here is that when we work, no, we should optimize with the little resources that we have. That's being productive. Okay. Also, I overheard somebody saying na sino ba yung nasa hospital ngayon na at the same time attending to a patient, no?
Yes.
One of you mentioned that a while ago. That's precisely what we mean by multitask, all right? And as teachers, no, we need to accept, no, doing multitasking, no? Okay, so that's being able now to optimize your time as well.
Maximum.
Because well, sometimes there is the disadvantage of doing so many things, no, at a certain time. But we need to learn that skill already of doing a lot of things, no. Okay, one or two or more tasks, no, at a given point in time. Okay. Then there is also the need, no, on this particular topic for everybody, no, to not sacrifice or compromise with quality. So we need to produce high quality outputs. That's being productive. So productivity would therefore mean, okay, coming up with quality outputs. So as I have said, we cannot be mediocre. Okay, we should not be contented with mediocrity. No, you know what's meant by mediocrity? Well,
Ma'am Emily.
do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Am I being
Hello,
heard?
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We are
Yes,
we are
okay.
listening, sir.
So, okay, so I was saying that when we are productive, we only are productive when outputs now would speak of high quality outputs. Because even if you have done something else, but the quality of your output is a mediocre one. Ano sabi nga natin? No? Okay, yung
not acceptable, no, not within the standard, then you cannot say that you are productive. Okay? Lalo na when you are doing a task, no, simply for the sake of compliance, no? Okay, just so you can submit something. Okay, just so to comply. No? Like for example, if let us say you're supposed now to hand in your first assignment, no? And that is actually now due September 14, 2020. Then parang nagpa-plan in na ako, no? Okay, because after our second chat, okay, we will have uh, a break, no, from August 31 to September 13, no? And your first assignment, that would be your personal lifelong learning plan, will have to be due on September 14. Okay? So that productivity would mean that by September 14, 2020, on or before September 20, 2020, you should be able to come up with your personal lifelong learning plan that you can be proud of. Okay? And that would speak of a high quality outputs from you. Okay? And by then, you can really say that you are a productive learner for Guru 21. Okay, so I put emphasis on the term producing high quality outputs. Okay, being productive as well, since this was not discussed, listening to your discussion, no? Okay, we should never also procrastinate, no? So what we can do today, do not leave it tomorrow. Okay, and there have been cases now in the past batches, no? Na nauuna na tapos na yung tawag nito, the topic has already been discussed, and it's only then that you go back to what you call now that they are able now to do yung what you call now yung pretest. Okay? Mas nauna pa yung post-test kaysa sa pretest, or they do the pretest and post-test simultaneously, no? Okay? So do not procrastinate. What you can do today, do it today, no? Okay? And being learners of Grow 21, you have accepted the responsibility of complying, no? Complying with the requirements. Okay? So, being productive would mean do not procrastinate and do not postpone, okay, for tomorrow what you can do today. Okay? So, and learn to delegate, no? Okay, importante yung delegation. And please now, if you are a head teacher or you are somebody in charge of a particular group, no? Okay, when you delegate, okay, please delegate according to what they can do, according to their skills, okay, and according to their strengths. Okay, never do not delegate a work that which you think others will not be able to do or to perform. Okay, so that's important. So that's my input, no, my sharing regarding after listening to your inputs. All right. So once again, I give the floor back to Ma'am Emily.
Hello, sir.
And I'll just come in when there's something that I'd like to react on or to add to.
Yes.
Now, another thing, since no one's speaking yet, no? Okay, on the aspect of accountability, I think we really need to train our students to be accountable. Okay, to be accountable and what you call take responsibility, no, for the consequences of their decisions as students. Okay, because we are training them for life. Okay. So yeah, this aspect now of our topic, you know, they would really make us teachers to what we call make our students realize, no, and to make our students as well be accountable for the decisions and the consequences of their decisions. And we still have the third skill. And did I assign somebody for leadership and responsibility? Okay, so I think I failed to delegate this topic to somebody else. No? But anyway, how important is this life skill now, leadership and responsibility, for us teachers and for our students? May I ask anyone? How important, how significant is this life and career skill? Okay, focusing on leadership and responsibility. By the way, how different are these terms? No? Accountability and responsibility. Are they synonymous? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, I think you heard me, no? Okay, kasi part pa rin ng discussion natin itong life and career skill, focusing on leadership and responsibility. And again, my question was, all right, how important, okay, is this life and career skill to us teachers, no? And also to our students? And are the terms responsibility and accountability synonymous? Do they mean the same thing? So if not, how different are they? How different is
They
accountability
are
from the term
they
accountability?
Interconnect.
they
They
are
are
synonymous, sir.
Yes. They
Interrelated.
are.
interrelated.
Interconnected.
Yeah, they're interrelated. So now, yeah, they are interconnected. But what do you think would be their point of difference? I'm too sure the very reason this, these two words are different, no? They other than of course the spelling, no? Okay, um, they may mean different things also. So what do you think would be the difference?
Sir,
The responsibility,
sir,
accountability is
responsibility
responsibility,
is,
and when we
I
say
Sir, may
accountability,
I?
first of all,
the
who's
responsibility.
talking now? May I know?
Hello,
Uh, Miss Relita, are you the one? Yes, ma'am. Ano? Ma'am Emily, are you the one talking? Ma'am
yes,
Emily?
sir. When we say accountability is the
Yes, Ma'am
responsibility,
Emily.
sir. Hello,
Wala na.
sir. Hello.
yes,
Hello, sir.
yes.
Hello.
Yes, Ma'am Emily. Wala.
Hello, sir. When we say accountability, sir, it
Ma'am,
is our
naririnig ako.
responsibility. Narinig ako, sir?
Now,
Hello. When we
okay,
say
what I'm saying,
accountability,
ma'am, is that you point out, well, yes, ma'am. We acknowledge, no, the what you call
interconnected.
now, the linkage of these two terms, no? But what I'm saying here is that, yes, the interconnectedness of these two terms, no? But what I'm asking now, how are they different? All right.
Hello, sir. May I come in,
Other
sir?
than, of course, yes, I mean,
Ano? Hello.
kindly unmute if you're not talking yet. Kindly mute your, rather. Kindly mute yourselves because we are distracted. There's a background noise again. Okay, now, Ma'am Emily, your turn. You
Hello,
were
sir.
saying, you want to
Can
say
you hear
something
me,
more.
sir? Hello, sir. Sir,
Hmm.
when we say accountability, it is
Yes,
a
yes po, we can
responsibility,
hear
sir.
you.
And then when we say productivity, it is the output or the result, sir.
And responsibility.
Uh, Ma'am, you didn't get my question. All right. I was saying we are acknowledging the interconnectedness of responsibility and accountability. Okay. But my question was, okay, how different are these two terms? Okay, will there be a point of difference between the word responsible and accountable, although they are interconnected? Take note, the word responsible, the root word here is responsible. No? Okay? And accountability has to do with
Sir,
accounting, to account for.
Have the account
sir,
Okay?
sir,
ability.
Yes,
sir.
yes, Ma'am Maricar. So
Um,
maybe listen first to Maricar and mute your phones, please, so we can hear Maricar. Yes, Maricar.
the difference between accountability and responsibility, I think, is
Yes, Ma'am
when we talk
Maricar.
about responsibility can be shared, but accountability cannot be.
Mm-hmm.
Responsibility, sir, can be
Accountability
shared.
cannot be shared.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
sir.
Mm-hmm.
For me,
Oh, well,
because
that's your point. There's also such thing as shared accountability kasi.
yeah.
We can share responsibility and also we can share accountability. Well, I made mention of that a while ago, no? As a team, no, we should be accountable as a team. No pointing finger. So accountability and responsibility can both be shared. Well, I think I see Ma'am Eileen. She wants to say something. I can sense no, that she wants to say something.
In my own opinion, sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
In
Ma'am
my
Eileen.
own
I can see in your
opinion,
face that you want to
if
say something.
yes, sir, yes,
Yes, very
the
well.
two always go together because if you are responsible enough, you are also accountable enough to whatever consequences of the action that you're going to make. So for me, sir, they go together.
So,
For
okay.
they go
Yeah, they go
together.
together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you're responsible, then accept. You become accountable if you accept the consequence of the action that you take, whether it is positive or negative. Because when we say accountable, you, for example, sir, you become you reach your desired goal, but that desired goal may bring negative things to other people or to other co-teachers. Still you need to be accountable of that negative result. And if you're accountable, you become
Mm.
responsible because you're going to
And
face the consequence. That's why I told a while ago that the two go together. That's my idea, sir.
okay, and that's precisely
I think I'm
yes, yes, yes.
happy.
It's on that point actually that we
Yeah.
okay. It's on that point, Ma'am. It's on that point, Ma'am Eileen, that actually we can see the difference. No, your responsibility is the action. Okay, that what you do, like this is your responsibility. No, and accountability is actually the result. Okay, embracing the result. So that's accountability. Okay, so that's embracing the consequences of your action. But being responsibility is actually now being able to do something. All right, so which is different from your accountability. Okay, accountability has to do with the output. Okay, the embracing the consequences of what you have done. Okay, so that's how different are they. Okay, these two things are like for example, it is my responsibility now. Let us say to make our class what we call now. It's my responsibility to make our class engaging as much as possible. Agree? That's my responsibility as your flexible learning tutor. Now, and whatever happens, so like for example, empowering you, okay, empowering you for certain topics, no, to be topic champions, no, okay. So kung ano magiging repercussion nito, then I should be held accountable for it. So that if si Mayo would ask that, well, you have not been doing the talking and you now you delegated no, the task rather being a facilitator to some of your learners, okay, then I hold responsibility. I accept the the consequences, and that's precisely accountability. Okay, so I hope I still had what you call now taken it off from your example, Mama Eileen. No? So that's how different they are. Although they are, as I have said, they seem to be occupying two sides of the coin. You cannot separate one from the other. Okay, you cannot separate one from the other. Okay, inseparable duo. Okay. Uh, so that's it, no? And on this person, they are both very important. And on this particular life and learning skill, and very important yung ano natin. As teacher, we should be by example. Okay? Importante ito. Okay? Because it's actually requiring us to perform our tasks with dedication and hard work. And at the same time, we should, as mentors or educators, lead by example. Okay? As leaders, we walk the talk. Yun ang importante. We walk the talk. Okay? Leading by example and being exemplars to do the things that we normally would teach or impart our students. Okay, now I throw back the question: how important are these life and career skills, leadership and responsibility to you as a teacher, okay, and to your learners as well? So we would like to optimize the time. No? We still have 7. No? I know you are already hungry, but it's already telling you once again that next time around, if our class is from 9 to 12, you can always you can just what you call now deactivate your video and take your a little something, no? So you will not feel hungry, and you will still have the energy to participate in class. Okay. So once again, I throw back the question: how important are these skills? Okay, um, life and career skill. So it's a life skill and also a career skill, leadership and responsibility. Siguro let's focus na lang on leadership. No? So by leader, okay,
Sir,
as teacher, okay, when you speak of a teacher as a leader, we lead by example.
sir,
No?
may I share?
Hmm.
Hello, Sir Jess.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Vivian. Yes, ma'am, Vivian. Move up. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, ma'am,
As a
Vivian.
teacher, sir, you are the yes. As a teacher, sir, yes, sir. As a teacher, you are the leader in the class. You are the most example leader in the classroom, sir, so that all students believe in you. So you must show a good leadership in the class, and you want the students believe in you. You must be responsible enough on what you are talking about in the class, so that you can gain you will gain respect from them, and they will listen to you. What you are telling to them is what they are also following. And I guess you are doing what we call command responsibility.
Mhm.
And whatever you have told to your students, they will believe in you, and they will listen to you. They will be your good leader. They will follow you, and you are accountable of what you have told to them,
Mhm.
and what they if they will practice what they have learned to you, means to say you are accountable with what you have told to them, sir. Command responsibility, leadership and responsibility, sir. That's all, sir.
Mhm.
Hello, sir.
Mhm. Okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, may I?
Okay. So
Sir,
some
may I?
others? Any other point?
Sir,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. We heard what you have said.
Leadership,
Now others,
yes,
no?
sir.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership,
Who's the one? Ma'am
yes,
Mylene? Ma'am
sir.
Mylene?
So,
Ma'am Mylene first, then afterwards
yes, sir.
Ma'am
I'll
Cheryl. Ma'am
be
Cheryl
talking about
afterwards.
leadership,
Okay?
sir.
So si
Leadership
Ma'am
entails a
muna.
great responsibility,
Sige, ma'am.
especially that
Proceed.
leaders are involved in careful planning and wise decision making. So if the decision fails or if the plan is not effective and when the decision is a failure, the whole organization will be put into what we call danger, kasi it is in the leader. The success of an organization lies in the careful planning of the leader, sir, and in his wise decision making. Although the leader is the one who delegates the task or the role, still he is in charge of all the people involved under a certain organization. That's why I want to reiterate that leadership entails great responsibility. That's all, sir.
That's right. Correct. I agree with
Sir.
you. Okay, I agree with you, ma'am. No? Okay, ma'am Eileen. Okay, now ma'am Cheryl, I think you want to say something.
Okay.
Ma'am Cheryl,
Okay po,
your
sir. Thank
turn.
you. It is very important to have that skill, leadership, because we teachers are the persons of influence. We the teachers, influence the lives of our learners. So it is very important to have that in the classroom setup. So we make sure that we give them these characteristics that in their way they would also develop them. Now, as a teacher or as a teacher leader, we must also have this leadership traits that we must possess. Okay, so in order for us to achieve the desired goal or output in our organization. So I think it is very important also that we also empower the our members or our co-teachers in order for them to grow as well. So it's not only us but also all the educators in our organizations. Ayun lang po, sir.
Sir? Sir?
Okay, okay. Anyone else?
Sir,
Who
Hello,
else
sir?
would
I
like to say something?
Hi, sir?
Jane? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, uh, please, because I won't be able to see who's the one talking now. Ma'am Jane, I think you're raising your hand.
yes, sir.
Ma'am Jane, please proceed.
Okay, sir. For me, sir, leadership starts from responsibility and with governance kasi I see that accountability is heavier than responsibility. Accountability is what do you call it? Answerability. But when a leader fails, the blame is being put into the leader. He is always considered to be liable in the task that in the task wherein he or she encountered failures. Ganun po yung sa akin sa accountability. While in responsibility, sir, it is easy to say that I'll be the one responsible to do this. Uh, that if whatever be the result, whether it will yield to positive or negative, yung parang wala lang po, ganun po sa akin yung responsibility. That's
Okay.
all, sir.
So, you need, okay, thank you. Thank you, Jane. Mary Jane, actually, right? Mary Jane, not Jane. Because I'm looking at my copy, I don't see a Jane here, so it's Mary Jane. Okay, so yes, anyone? Mr. Lily, I think you want to say something?
Sir?
Mr. Lily, are you the one talking now?
Lori
Mr.
is
Lily,
here.
are you the one talking now?
Yes, sir. Sir, may I come in?
Yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay.
Ma'am, yes. Sir,
Sino po
sir,
ang ano?
this is
Mr. Lita?
empathetic Estrelita. Yes, sir. As a good leader, sir, we must be
Okay,
a
okay,
good
Ma'am
follower
Empathetic,
also.
Mr. Lita.
As a good leader, sir, we must be a good follower. We must lead with our words And in short,
Mm.
we must be the model in attaining the goals. That is the or the task that is on the responsibility, sir. And in accountability, to we must share the task to our co-teachers. Now, for me, since I am the grade chairman and the and have other coordinatorship, sir, I used to work alone in my home, and then present my output to my co-teachers, and we will discuss, and then I will let them choose or get what is the task suited for them. Not exactly delegate, sir. Let them choose. Because sometimes, si kan ma'am, kayam data. But for me, I have to encourage them and to guide them in order to have equal distribution and that to have a quality output, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's okay. Tama. Yes, ma'am, Mr. Lita. We agree with you.
Yes.
Okay, so well, it's already past 12. Okay, and I'm happy that this time we are able to. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? Yes, sure, no? I think we can still extend a little.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Sociable, Sherwin.
Yes, sir. I would just like to add some traits a leader should have. He should learn to know the capabilities of his teammate so that in case he will give task or delegate the task, he will be able to give the due responsibility which they can easily do. Because if you delegate something that is within their capability, instead of having a effective team, you are like preparing them to fail because you were not able to gauge their ability or capability. So, in order for a leader to become effective, he should learn to identify and build the trust of each members he has in his team. That's all, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
that's right, Sherwin. In that case, then we should learn to know our teammates, know better our teammates. No? Okay, so you should know the traits, the strengths and weaknesses, okay, of your fellow teachers and also your students, so that you will be able to, as I have said, delegate work or tasks better. Ma'am Lord Vic, I think you were raising your hand a while ago.
Yes,
Ma'am
sir.
Lord Vic, now your
For me,
turn.
Sir.
Yes,
sir.
please.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
For me, sir, as a teacher, I am the captain, the ship of my class. Of whatever things that I will do, I am accountable and responsible for it. So, yun lang po, sir.
That's that's
Sir.
right. That's right. And Cheryl,
Yes po, sir. Okay. So, regarding responsibility,
yes,
I
Ma'am Cheryl.
remember what, yes po. Sir? Okay na po? Sir? Sir?
Yes,
Can
yes,
I
yes,
speak?
yes, ma'am. Yes. Sige,
Okay
ma'am.
na
Ma'am
po?
Cheryl, proceed.
Okay po. Uh,
Ma'am Cheryl, proceed
regarding
po.
responsibility,
Proceed, Ma'am Cheryl.
okay po. Regarding responsibility po, I have remembered what we discussed a while back, that we should not blame others of what is happening in our lives or in our organization, because we must be responsible of our own actions. So we must remember that everything that happens to us, is the result of our own decision. So what we do now is to what we do now is to uh, accept the challenges or the changes that we are facing, especially in the 21st century education. So, that yun lang po, sir.
Sir, may I? Sir?
Okay, that's right.
Yes, sir.
So, yes, ma'am. Yes, po.
Yes, sir.
Proceed. Because I cannot
Sir,
see who is now talking. I cannot see
as
who's talking.
may I proceed, sir? Opo. Hello,
Yes, ma'am. You
sir.
can proceed.
Okay, so as regarding leadership, sir, I just want to add some of the leadership traits. As a teacher, you are the leader in the class. You lead, you influence your students, and being a leader, you have your vision and the ability to communicate. Being the teacher also or the leader, you have the ability to energize and inspire your students in order to become a good leader. So, in order to become a good leader, sir, you must be a good follower first. Yun nga sabi nila, leads by example. In leading is not only in the school, but also in our
Also,
family and community as well.
outside
That's
the
all, sir.
school.
Yeah, that's right. You have all the opportunity really to influence not only your students but even your community. Okay, because you are being looked at as the one, who can what you call that, who can effect change, not only in your classroom but effect change as well as in the community. Okay, so my dear learners, since we have already exceeded the time allotted to us, I'd like to thank you all for being so engaging, very participative. But as I noted that only some actually for now participated in our first online live group chat. Okay, and notice that we have really covered more, unlike the first chat that we have had. Okay, and I can actually see your reaction, how excited you are to participate. Okay, by seeing you live, face to face. Okay, although people now only remotely, okay. I can see also your eagerness to participate. Okay. So at this point in time, dear learners, I'd like to inform you that next Friday is a child rest day. Okay, are you aware that next Friday is a rest day for you? Okay. Now the
Okay.
time is allotted for you to finish your first assignment. And may I ask of you, if you are what you call now, if you're aware of your first assignment,
Sir, sir,
okay,
sir,
may I ask
choppy ka, sir.
Oo,
Dorothy?
sabi.
Yes,
Actually,
Chappie
sir,
Bar.
Sir, may we request
Okay,
that
forward.
the others to please mute their mic? We cannot understand you, sir, because of the background. Some others' background.
Yes, can you mute what you call now? Hello? Do you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you
Hello?
now,
Hello,
sir.
do you hear me now? Okay, clearly. Now, I was saying that, well, a while ago I said, I'd like to thank all of you for being so participative, for our first online chat. This is the first time that I think this is done in Simeo. All right. Unlike before, we only people now type in, no? Our responses. Now we have smooth flowing, no? Free flowing exchange of thoughts and ideas. Okay, and I just like to tell you
Sir Jess, nawala ka. Sir Jess.
So
Sir
next
Jess, please come in.
Friday will be a rest day for all of you.
Nawala na si Sir Jess.
Yes. Uh, do you hear me, Sir
Hello, Sir
Shane? Any?
Jess.
Yes.
Sir Jess, nawala
Yes,
po
sir.
kayo.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We,
Yes, sir.
we, yes, sir. We can hear
Nawala
you now,
ulit.
sir.
Hindi,
Hey, sir,
sir.
okay
Meron
na.
na.
Okay
I
na,
can
sir. We
actually
can hear
hear
you
you.
now.
I can hear you.
Oo, nagblur-blurred ka na, sir, eh.
Okay na? Okay na?
Okay,
Okay.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay now. Okay now. Okay now. Okay. So I was saying that next Friday is a rest day. Okay, for all of you. Oh my God. Do you hear me? Hello.
Sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
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 sir.
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 Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear
Narinig
you.
Yes,
ako?
sir. We
Yes,
can
Yes,
hear
sir.
sir.
you.
Do, do you hear me, my dear
Yes,
students
Yes,
and dear
sir.
learners?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Good day,
Thank,
sir.
Yes, sir.
thank
Okay, okay, okay.
you.
I am worried na you might not hear me. Okay.
Thank you.
Sige po, sir. Go on.
Uh, okay, for uh,
Thank you.
Mahina ang ano.
Wala na
Paano
lang.
babay na?
okay, so
Oo.
okay, okay,
Bye-bye.
okay, okay.
Gutom na si
So
Ma'am
once again,
Mylene.
Friday,
Hi,
Friday
Ma'am
is your
Miley.
rest day.
I'm
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
hungry.
and you are supposed now. Okay, and please be reminded of your.
Assignment.
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 May I just finish first? No, may I just finish first? Okay, kindly please be reminded of
Assignment.
your first assignment, personal lifelong learning plan. Okay, which is yes, your first assignment is due September 14, September 14. Okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
you should be able, yeah, your assignment should be submitted on or before September 14,
Sa
2020.
iFlex, sir.
Okay, so I
Sa
won't hold you
iFlex.
for long. Thank you, everyone. Sir
Saan
Jess, thank you
isasabit, sir?
How are we going
for
to
being
upload,
with us.
sir?
And siguro I will talk to you, Sir Jess
iFlex.
De La Cruz. I will
How
have
can we
Sir,
upload
a private
our
siguro
requirements, sir?
talk with you afterwards. So
In the iFlex?
yes,
Don't.
yes, your ano now, it will be uploaded in iFlex 2.
Sir,
Yes, iFlex 2.
let's
Okay,
discover.
sorry, then what?
assignment. Yes, yes,
Let's
yes. You
discover
upload
how
your
to
assignment in
upload,
iFlex 2.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so I see that you're all hungry now.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Thank you very
Sir Jess
much. God
and the rest
bless.
and all of you. Okay,
God bless
so
you, sir. Thank you.
to upload. Okay, we will do that in our
Bye.
chat, no?
Yes, sir.
All
Let's
right.
update us
Bye
in
po,
our
Thank you, sir.
everyone.
website.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye bye
po.
Bye,
and
everyone.